Welcome to episode 17 of the Talkin Football with Larlar podcast. Everybody, welcome back to the regular season finale. Can you guys believe that it's already done? The season's done already? My goodness.
Damn.
Shit.
And we are getting we're getting closer and closer to not only the Super Bowl, but the off season and whatnot. So we got a lot of stuff to cover. But yeah, you have already heard the voices of RBM and Max here. So hello, everybody.
Hello.
Brandon will be joining us later, and same with Emmett, I think, as well. So I would like to go ahead and get things started because we just have so much stuff we have to cover here today because a lot of stuff has happened. Now, to address the elephant in the room, we obviously know of the breaking news from last night. We will cover that later on because there's just so much stuff that we have to cover. So let's start off with the games first. We will go through the games very quickly. But just a heads up in terms of how we are going to pace this. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and go over our Pickems for the final week of the regular season. This is going to be the final time I do the Pickems recap here because I don't think ESPN has this thing where we could do playoff Pickems unless we actually do a bracket, but that's okay. It's okay. We don't have to do that anymore. So, we went 9-7 during week 18. The Panthers, Niners, Bengals, Cowboys, Bears, Eagles, and Ravens all disappointed me this time around. And we finished the regular season with a 159 and 112 record, which isn't too bad, honestly. But yeah, we've finished the regular season with a 9-7 record, and that is it for the Pickems here. Also, later, we will be doing, or at least for me, I will be revealing my final regular season top 10 power rankings, which I hope it won't be controversial, but who knows? I don't think it's controversial, but honestly, who really knows? So yeah, let's go ahead and start off now with all the games here because we just got so much stuff to cover. We're going to begin the recap with the Who Cares games recap of week 18. So let's start off here with a very familiar face in RBM here. The Saints Falcons RBM.
Hey. We lost this one. Yeah.
The Falcons won against the Saints 19-17. Baker Mayfield was watching this game, and he was stressed the hell out. He was stressed the hell out. But it wasn't enough anyway. The Panthers would win the NFC South because of this win here from the Falcons. And that is disgusting. That is disgusting, which is basically
this is why we're known as Tank Division.
Yeah, so the thing that I'm showing off here, the screenshot, is the fact that the Panthers, Bucs, and the Falcons all tied in overall record 8-9, but they also tied in divisional record of 3-3. And here's a good tweet here from Tej Seth. He says how the Falcons were eliminated from the playoffs on December 7th and finished tied for first in their division. LOL. Which is crazy. Yeah, they literally could have won if they won against the Jets. Anyways, RBM, very quickly here, what are your thoughts with this game here? Also, it's been reported, and we might as well just go ahead and cover this now, but it has been reported that, hold on a second, let me just go ahead and get the link. But where did it go? Oh no.
Over there.
Uh-oh. Well, I'm just going to go get it from our Discord server. Okay, but it was basically the report from Adam Schefter saying, just literally an hour ago, that the Saints are going to plan and move ahead with Tyler Show as the starting quarterback for next season. So, What are your thoughts on that news, and what are your thoughts overall with this game, if you have any?
My thoughts on the game are, I'm glad we lost. We locked in the 8th pick regardless of what happened, but we gave the big middle finger to the Bucs, and you know what? We'll give the Panthers the division win that nobody wanted. Anyway, as far as the Shuck news goes, I expected it. The kid played well during his like what 7 or 8 starts,
Yep.
and I would say that I'll resign to it. We have our quarterback.
Oh, no Archie
Yep.
Manning? I'm kidding.
Hey, he's going back to UT next season, so we
That is
might
true.
as well.
That is true. All right. All right, but yeah, again, we're just gonna be going through these games quick. Continuing on here, the Browns would defeat the Bengals 20-18. This game featured the all-time league record for sacks broken by Myles Garrett, who will be undoubtedly the defensive player of the year for this season. 23 total sacks for the man. Congrats to him. And I think it's so funny how he signs with the Jordan brand after hitting 23 sacks, which is kind of cool.
Kind of funny, yeah.
And his dad literally brought in his own camera and everything, which is really precious. As Sarah here says, it is very precious. I agree. But yeah, was there any really thoughts with this game, really, other than Myles Garrett breaking this record? I don't think so, right?
Congrats to Myles Garrett.
Yeah, that's it, right? That's it.
Yeah.
And Burrow and the Bengals got to figure it out somehow.
Yep.
Well, they sure do.
Yeah,
As far as
but
the Browns go, though,
yep.
are they going to start Shador next year?
That's actually a really good question.
That's a very good question for an answer that I don't think we have right now, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I know. Like, because to be fair, like I looked at the stats, Shador didn't really play all that well this game.
Yeah, he did not.
But considering, yeah, 11 for 22, 111 yards. Like, he didn't play too well, but considering that defense that the Browns had, is not surprising they won this game.
That's fair. But yeah, congrats on Myles Garrett. You will be Defensive Player of the Year for this season. 23 total sacks. He passes Michael Strahan and TJ Watt with 22.5 to become the all-time NFL single-season sack leader as of now. Congrats to him. Moving on now. The Texans would win against the Colts 38-30. So here's a great tweet here from Ari Mirov. The Colts started 7-2. They then traded 2 first-round picks for Sauce Gardner. They won a game in Berlin to get to 8-2. And then they finished the season 1-7 and missed the playoffs. Sorry about it.
Man. That's crazy.
Oh my god.
But the Texans looking good here. Although they did keep it close with this team here, but the Texans are going to be a force to be reckoned with in the playoffs. We'll get to that more later. Sucks for the Colts, though, because realistically, when you have an 8-2 record, you're pretty much almost guaranteed to go to the playoffs, but they blew it. So,
Yep.
Yeah, it just came all crashing down. Injuries just happened a lot. Daniel Jones tore his fibula and Achilles and everything, so it just didn't work out, unfortunately. It really sucks that Phillip Rivers didn't get a win. Really sucks. So
Yeah, it's a shame.
yeah, I don't think there's really much here other than the fact that the Texans defense, oh boy, good luck Pittsburgh. We'll see about that. Oh.
You're gonna die.
Just don't give up 30 points like you did this game.
Yeah, true. The Jaguars
Speaking of the AFC South.
Yeah, speaking of the AFC South, the Jaguars, their arch nemesis, would win against the Titans in a blowout, 41-7. There's really not much here for this game at all, other than the Jaguars just beating the shit out of the Titans. Because of this win, they would win the AFC South. Also, they got Trevor Lawrence some nice, stuff for his teeth, some grills.
Something.
They bought him a grill.
Yeah, some nice grills here, and so now the 2025 Jaguars now join the 25 Patriots and 1999 Colts as the only team in NFL history to win 13 plus games in one season after losing 13 plus games the season before. Damn. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Also, Trevor Lawrence was very funny. He went to this bar, and yeah, this girl was just squatting with him on his back. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy, but props to her because, man.
Some lanky ass nigga.
But yeah, well deserved here for the Jaguars. They get the AFC South division. They also will most likely be a force to be reckoned with here. But who knows? I don't believe. Anyways, any thoughts here with this game at all?
First
if
of
there
all,
are any.
Hater. Second of all, Duval. They absolutely earned it. I'm not gonna hold you. Like they went what? 4-4, 5-4 at one point.
Yeah.
Now they've won like what? I think they won 8 straight.
It was like
So
5-4 or 6-4, and then they just did not lose at all for like a good portion of the season. They went on a very quiet winning streak. So
yeah, so this could be a sneaky team heading into the playoffs, and they are. I'm not gonna hold you. They are white hot right now.
Like, yeah, but they need to prove it to me, anyways.
Hater.
Honestly, what I want to talk about is them their Titans, because whoever they get as a head coach, I feel like they can do real well with Cam Ward.
Yeah, hopefully, man. It's just that, like, when it comes down to the Titans, well, actually, no, they still have their GM. I just realized that. But so they definitely do need to do a lot of stuff there, and they need to make sure that their head coach pick is a correct pick, because them letting go of Rabel is still very bad. And clearly,
look at how that's working out right now.
Exactly. So it's like, yeah, who knows? Who knows? But yeah, congrats to the Jaguars. And we'll see how they do in the playoffs. Moving on. Vikings won against the Packers. The Vikings went with... And it was so funny because I know Max said this, but the Vikings went on a sneaky run here, and they're 9-8. Can you believe that? But yeah,
crazy.
with the Vikings being 9-8, the Packers didn't really have to do much with this game anyway, because they were locked in 7th seed no matter what, and Jordan Love just needed more rest because I think it was concussion, right? So
yeah,
Clayton Tune start, and honestly, who cares about this game? I don't think there was really anything that we could have gotten out of this game at all. But yeah, the Vikings go into this offseason with an interesting direction, because they finished the season 9-8. JJ McCarthy just cannot be made of glass, and then we'll see what happens. That defense for the Vikings is really good. But I really hope that, at least for my friend's sake, Hugo and Emily, I hope the Vikings at least play, or at least are better. So here you go. I don't think there's really anything else. If there is anything else from you guys with this game here at all.
Yeah, this was kind of a nothing burger, so I got nothing.
Fair enough. Other than Harrison Smith coming off the field, this might be it for him. So congrats to him if this is it.
Oh man,
I know. Moving on now. Giants win against the Cowboys. They once again screw up their draft pick. Obviously, a lot of Giants fans are not happy about this. And the fact that their GM is staying, they are continuing to really not be happy about this. So, not really much here for me about this game at all. Jackson Dart is going to be their future quarterback. Yeah, that's really it. That's really it. I think that's it, right? Yes? Yes. Okay, good.
Yep.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh, now to talk about the other New York team.
Oh boy, here we go. All right, okay, all right. The Bills would win against the Jets in the last ever game at Highmark Stadium. Very emotional time for the team, because of, at least for the Bills, because it was just an absolute crazy time. Here's Tre'Davious White here, man, just tearing up at the video, at the closing video that they played after the game here. And look at that crowd, man. They did not want to leave the stadium at all. But I just feel like, for me personally, right, when I look at the stadium, Highmark Stadium specifically, it just looks like such a old school stadium that it's just gonna really suck when they actually move over to the next one next year. But it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
But it was a great tribute. But obviously it was not a great end to the season for the New York Football Jets. So this is, I guess, my time to say a few words about my team, since, you know, this is the end of the season, finally. Cough, cough. But as Rich Samini says here, the reality, the Jets, who end on a 5-game losing streak, were outscored 188 to 54 points during that losing streak. One of the worst stretches in NFL history. One of the darkest points in franchise history. The first team in NFL history to go without an entire season without no defensive pick. No pick. No pick, which ironically is funny enough when their head coach is a former cornerback. Very interesting. But yeah, as Rich says, hope, they have 2 first-round picks, including the number 2 overall pick. Glenn and Muji face a massive rebuild. They have no quarterback, only one game changer under contract, Garrett Wilson, plus needs everywhere. It doesn't get much tougher. Yep, I agree. But yeah, as Ian Rappaport says here, the Jets officially have the number 2 overall pick with this loss, which could allow them to take a QB of the future or pull off another blockbuster trade. But realistically, I feel as though we just need to make those picks at this point. We need help on all sides, man. But yeah, 188-54, it's just so bad. But yeah, as Ari Miro says, the Jets beat the Falcons in Week 13. Atlanta would not lose one more time the rest of the season, and the Jets would not win another game. If the result was flipped in that game, the Falcons would be NFC South champs, and the Jets would have the number 1 pick instead. Amazing. Amazing. But yeah. I don't think a lot of people, it's not that a lot of people expected this, but this stretch of this Jets season, especially during this losing streak, was really, really bad, man. Really, really bad. So, how do I say this? Because I'm gonna take a minute here. How do I start this?
Whoa.
All right. So again, as I mentioned, Jets end the season 3-14, 5-game losing streak where they were outscored 188 to 54 points, which is it is just abysmal stat line. And we obviously end the season on a really, really bad note on every single front. Who knows what happens next season, and who knows what the draft is looking like? Who knows how free agency will go? At this point, it's all just once again looking forward to the offseason. And I'm really sick and tired of this. You know, I'm really sick and tired of this, of just being such a bad team. Haven't been in the playoffs in 15 years. I remember watching the 2010 AFC Championship game and getting my heart ripped out by them damn Pittsburgh Steelers. But anyways, yeah, this is really, really bad. really, really bad from Aaron Glenn. So he has to realize that things have to turn around quick, and it has to turn around fast, because a lot of Jets fans are already wanting to pull the plug on him, and I can understand that, but maybe a lot of people will probably disagree with what I'm about to say here, but I personally don't believe in a one and done situation. I'm giving Glenn another chance. I know that sounds terrible, but I'm going to give him another year. And obviously, if we end up being in the same spot as we are right here, right now on January 7th, 2026, then obviously go ahead, fire him at that point. But yeah, I'm sick and tired of being bad. I just want to root for a Jets team that is really, really good. And I do hope that at one point in the future, we will have that great team that will at least make the playoffs and maybe even potentially make a run. But right now, it's looking very bleak, and we just have to hope to God that Dante Moore declares for the draft, because if he doesn't, we're kind of screwed, man. I'm not going to lie. But then again, it's the Jets. We're going to be screwed no matter what. So, yeah, let's just see what happens. I don't know. I have no idea. Any thoughts with the Jets here, guys?
It's gonna be alright, man. I think.
I don't know, man.
I mean, can only go up from here. That's all I can say.
No pick in no defensive interception in NFL history. The first time that has happened since 1933, bro. 1933. Holy moly! What are we doing?
That.
And Aaron Glenn was a former cornerback. How is that possible? How is that possible? How is that possible?
Same shit. I was like, wait a minute.
I'm just tired of it, man. I'm just tired of it.
Well, I mean, you got 2 first-round picks in the draft this year, so
Here's what I will say really quickly before we move on. I like the job that Darren Muji has been doing, though. People and stubborn GMs would refuse to move Quinnen Williams and Sauce Gardner, but he decided to do it. I'm 99% certain if it was Joe Douglas there, he would not have done this trade. Swear to God. So the fact that he did that trade with both of those guys to at least set us up for the future here is at least good. We obviously just have to hit on those picks. That's the one thing that needs to be done correctly, though. I'm hoping that he actually makes those picks correctly, because I really want to root for a team that's really good. So yeah.
If Dante Moore doesn't declare for draft, just take the best player possible.
Oh, look, if Dante Moore doesn't declare for the draft, hold on, wait, really quick, RBM. If he doesn't declare for the draft, I don't know who we're going to get, bro. I have no idea.
I was going to say, if he doesn't, if Dante Moore doesn't declare for the draft, there's always Ty Simpson out of Alabama.
But it sounds like he's not even first round worthy, though.
Oh, that's right. Also, I was going to say, I forgot what y'all got for Quinnen Williams, but
we got a second rounder for next year and a first. No, I forgot what it was, but we definitely got like a second rounder next year. I think it was.
Yeah. So if y'all become a dynasty in the 2030s, you can thank Jerry Jones.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, let's move on. I don't want to talk about my Jets anymore until like the draft. So, anyways.
And you can thank Chris Ballard as well.
Oh, people are not happy with Chris Ballard returning, by the way. Anyways, the Lions win against the Bears 19-16. This was a great win for the Lions, who at least end on a positive note, although Dan Campbell said after the game, I would have given myself a freaking F, which, fair enough, because they didn't go to the playoffs this season, which was honestly a pretty big surprise. I'm not going to go ahead and give too much flack of the Bears here, but they did start everybody against a Lions team that didn't really have anything to go for at this point other than their pride. So I'm not totally concerned about the Bears, but the Bears better lock in against their game against the Packers, because if they don't win that, oh boy. But still, great season here for Ben Johnson. He gets 11 wins, man. That's a good start to me. So
Yeah.
Here's
Ben
funny
Johnson
thing.
for Coach of the Year.
I still think he's Coach of the Year, maybe, honestly. But here's something funny. The 2025 NFC North, second division of Super Bowl era, to have every team finish above 500. But this is also the second time every team in a division has finished with a better record than a first place team in another division. So everyone in the NFC North went positive over 500. Well, meanwhile, everyone in the NFC South was under 500. So it just kind of goes to show you that if we went by, I don't know, what is it? If we actually went by record, we would not have anyone in the NFC South.
honestly, no team in the NFC South deserves to be in the playoffs. I'm just gonna be perfectly honest.
Fair enough. Caleb Williams is the single season franchise leader. He didn't get 4,000 though, but he still made history.
He came close.
Yeah, it was close. But yeah, everyone in the NFC North above 500. There you go.
Wow.
All right. The Rams beat the Cardinals 37-20. 37-20. Good win here for the Rams to end their season. Stafford threw 4 touchdowns. Hell yeah, that's my MVP, not Drake May. Cough, cough. The Cardinals, they got a lot of work to do, man. We'll get into more of it later, but Gannon was fired. They have to do something with Kyler Murray. Oh boy, it's a mess down there. It's a mess. So,
oh yes.
Let's see here. Wait. Oh.
It's okay. Take your time.
Oh, boy. Okay. I kind of screwed up here. It's okay. But basically, I was wondering where the Chiefs, the Chiefs-Raiders game went, but we don't exactly, well, we have to, but, you know. But yeah, the Rams, 137-20, and as we mentioned, Cardinals need to do a lot of work here. Moving on, though, the Raiders win against the Chiefs, 14-12. The Raiders get the number 1 pick of the draft. This was also potentially Travis Kelce's last game ever. He was the fastest tight end in NFL history to reach 13,000 receiving yards, which is pretty damn dope. And 75 receptions in 10 straight seasons. That is fucking cool, man. But yeah, with this win, actually, not even despite it, the Raiders clinched number 1 pick anyway. So, yeah, there you go. Congrats, Fernando Mendoza. And the last time the Raiders had the number 1 pick overall in 2007 was in 2007, and they picked Jamarcus Russell.
They're so drafting Ty Simpson.
That would be
imagine.
insane. That would be insane, dude.
Larlar, if you are able to get Fernando Mendoza, but man,
bro, I will actually like the Raiders would just be poverty franchise forever. That'd be crazy.
Bro, I'm not gonna hold you. Tom Brady is not letting them do that.
Yeah, I heard Tom Brady's gonna be more hands-on.
But what if? No.
That is true. You never know.
You never know.
Tom Brady could be a good quarterback, but not a good scout.
Speaking of the Patriots, they beat the Dolphins 38-10. A lot of questions here for the Dolphins here. Will McDaniel stay? Will Ewers stay? Etc., etc. Doesn't matter. Drake May and the Patriots roll into the playoffs here, 14-3. Damn good record here, unfortunately, for these damn Patriots. I hate this team so much. Anyways, let's move on. But here are your most likely candidates for MVP: Drake May and Stafford. So those are the stats here as of this point. 4,394 passing yards with 450 rushing yards from May, while Stafford had 4,707 passing yards, 46 touchdowns, and 8 picks. Drake May had 35 touchdowns and 8 picks as well. And Drake May had the better record, so who knows? We'll see. We'll see.
I still think Stafford gets the MVP.
Yeah, I think Stafford does it too.
I think there's a good chance.
The Commanders win against the Eagles 24-17. Well, there's a lot of movement going on with the Commanders right now. We'll get into it. We'll get more into it later, but basically, Kingsbury is gone. Joe Whitt is gone. Max, what are your hopes going into this offseason here for the Commanders?
Before I say that, congratulations to Josh Johnson getting his second career win, which is kind of sad as a starter.
Damn. Jesus.
Yeah, yeah. Man, just want an offensive coordinator that can use Jaden's strengths to his biggest. Have Jaden actually play under center sometimes. You know, just get the offense in order. I want a defensive coordinator that can make. We don't even gotta be a top tier, just middle of the pack. That's all I ask. I don't need fucking number 1, 5. Okay, just a middle of the pack defense. That's all I ask. That's all I really want. Just younger players going into the offseason. And, you know, Jaden developing a lot more than whatever this was this season. Just a better season than last year, and I'm ready to go 7-10 next year. For this season. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing. The Eagles, they sat everybody, so you know.
Yeah. Except for Devonta Smith to get a bonus, but after that though, that's it.
Okay, modest expectations. I like it.
7-10, bro. The ceiling's 8 and 9.
Any other thoughts, really quick, before we move on to the actual games that matter?
Nah, not really.
No.
Okay, fair enough. All right. So, let's actually move on to the games that did matter. Although, albeit, I think these are going to be very quick as well, because we're only really going to be really covering, quote unquote, the games on Saturday and Sunday Night Football. So the Bucs win, but it wasn't enough to win the division over the Panthers, 16-14. So technically, this win didn't even really matter, for the Bucs, because they needed the Falcons to fucking win it, they needed the Falcons to lose. So there you go. We do not have Brandon here to give his thoughts about his team. But if I'm being completely honest with you, with this Panthers team, it doesn't really matter who won the NFC South. They're going to be eliminated on Sunday anyway. So, they have no shot. They're facing the Rams, right? They have no shot.
They beat them before.
They have no shot.
That don't mean they're gonna beat them this time.
I don't think there's no shot.
Y'all gonna be shook. Tell you what.
Okay, look, if they actually do this, then no, I'm not gonna say the rest of that. But
kiss Stafford's MVP goodbye.
No, I'll say it. If they actually somehow beat the freaking Rams, they're either getting annihilated by the Seahawks or Eagles in the next round.
I'm saying this, bro. You know, it's the NFL. You never know.
It's just, I'm so concerned, man. Like, honestly, let's not even talk about the Bucs. They're irrelevant in this. Bryce Young, he had a decent game, but they had no rushing. Look at this. 19 total yards rushing. Oh, God. Bro, they need to... No, they need to do better, bro. I don't care. The Rams, actually... One of the things that the Rams defense is actually kind of struggling with is that running game. So maybe Carolina can itch it out of them, get some rushing there. It's just that, McMillan had 85 yards, 4 receptions, which is pretty good. Coker, Tremble had the touchdown, etc. But, God, I'm so concerned for the Panthers, man. I get it. They win the division for the first time in, 10 years, right? They're not going to make any damage.
Since 2015, yeah.
Oh, 2015? Yeah, but They're not going
But
to
to
make
their
the
defense,
NFC.
Yeah, that
like
makes sense.
like even Panthers fans are expecting to lose in the first round, but they're gonna take that beating with a smile on their face. So
Yeah, but apparently there was a lot of there was very bad officiating against the Panthers here. I saw that helmet thing that happened with McMillan didn't get called. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa.
That's crazy.
But yeah, McMillan passed Kelvin Benjamin for the most reception yards, 1,014 by Panthers rookie in franchise history. Pretty damn
In
cool.
franchise history?
Yes.
Shit. Holy shit. Holy fuck.
And as we mentioned earlier, the NFC South winner will have an 8-9 record. The Bucs clinch if the Saints won. Panthers clinch if the Falcons won. Obviously, the Falcons won, so the Panthers won it. So there you go. Anything with this game anymore?
yeah, fuck you, Bucks.
Bro, I'm so concerned for the Panthers, bro. I'm so concerned.
Dog, the Panthers are gonna get annihilated. If not by the Rams, then by, like I said, the Seahawks are probably the Eagles.
Bro, but what if, right? What if they actually win? Oh, God.
Panthers, Jacksonville, Super Bowl, baby.
Okay,
Yeah.
they're not going to go to the Super Bowl.
No.
They're
Not
not
with that
going to the
attitude.
Super Bowl. That is crazy. That is crazy.
If they get to the Super Bowl on an 8-9 record, I will.
That would be the most like upset pick in NFL history, no? Right?
Probably, I think
I
so.
think so. Yeah.
I don't
Has
think.
anyone ever
Well,
got to the Super Bowl for 8-9 record?
has there ever
No.
been? Well, actually, back then it was 7-9, so there was none, right?
Shit.
No, right?
No.
Yeah, bro.
I
No
think
way.
I think the furthest a 7-9 team ever got was like the divisional round.
Yeah, no way, right? No way.
No, realistically, the Panthers, I don't think they're going anywhere. They're not. I don't think they're play well ready or playoff
Playoff
ready. Holy shit. I think
Okay,
they're
fair enough.
Yeah,
All right,
but
let's
it
move.
would be funny.
It
in all
would be,
fairness-
but no.
In all fairness, like I said earlier, no NFC South team deserves to be in the playoffs this year.
All right. Let's move on now to the next game here that mattered, kind of, sort of. Because it was for the NFC's first seed, but the Seahawks win it and secure the NFC's first seed with a win over the Niners, who struggled a lot against the Seahawks defense, huh? But yeah, Marshawn Lynch says here,
Holy shit.
good shit. And Ginger
What was
Cuz.
the other part?
Well, I can't say that, but the Seahawks would win the NFC West, and they are now not in contention, but the road to the Super Bowl on the NFC side will go through Seattle. So this is impressive, man. Honestly, this is very impressive. Sam Darnold in there, JSN, Kenneth Walker, Charbonnet, and then that defense is so good, man. So freaking good.
Mike McDaniel.
The Seahawks are going to be a force to be reckoned with, man. And yeah, so really quickly, we have a soundbite here from George Kittle, who I guess was asked about the Seahawks celebrating for some reason with cigars and dancing. I mean,
celebrating in their locker room, smoking cigars and dancing.
Cool.
Do you take offense to it, or you just say you take your medicine because of what they did?
I would do the same shit. Yeah, I mean, what? They won the division. They got the 1 seed. They won in a rival stadium. Good for them.
well, there you go.
Bro, I hope they asked that question. What's the
I
problem
would
with
also do the same as well. So yeah, George Kittle said, cool, I would do the same shit. I mean, sure, I would do the same shit as well.
It's a weird question to ask.
Yeah, I know, right? The fuck. Best Seahawks regular season ever. 14 wins, the most ever. 8 road wins, the most ever. Plus 191 point differential, which is the best ever. Also, 26 straight games without allowing a 100-yard rusher, longest ever. 2 seasons, obviously. Number 1 seed and NFC West champs. Damn, bro. Sheesh. But here's a good stat here, though. Every time the Seahawks have won and earned the number 1 seed in the NFC, they have made a Super Bowl appearance. Will that continue this season? Also, Sam Darnold did say this to Brock Purdy.
I feel great, bro. You know, I just gotta keep going, bro.
Oh no, the parallels. No.
Uh-oh. He said
The
he'll see you in a
parallels,
couple weeks. Well,
They're
when was the last time I heard someone say, we'll see you in a few weeks? Oh, Dan Campbell did to KOC last season.
Damn.
Uh-oh.
They are so losing to the Eagles, bruh.
Oh, brother.
All right, so what do we think about the Seahawks team? Number 1 seed, will they make the Super Bowl? What is our confidence level with this team as of right now? What do you guys think?
I think they could do it.
You think so?
I also
so.
think they can do it.
I don't think so.
Well,
Honestly,
word.
Seahawks with a top 5 defense, even with a middle of the road kind of offense, you know, having to like heavily rely on people like Charbonnet and K9, JSN. The way the NFC is looking this year, I think Seattle can do it.
Yeah, they're a very well-rounded team. And I was very surprised because they picked off Purdy once, they sacked Purdy 3 times, and they shut down McCaffrey this game as well. So I was very surprised. But it just goes to show you that the Seattle defense is literally the real deal. So I'm honestly like, hey man, go ahead and go off. But look, something tells me that they could do it, but I'm leaning toward them not doing it. I don't know why.
Hater.
No, it's not hater. It's just my gut feeling.
Hater. Hater.
It's just my gut feeling, personally speaking.
Hater.
Hey, look, man, if they make the Super Bowl, props to them. They honestly deserve it at this point, so...
The team I don't have confidence making the Super Bowl, however, is the 49ers.
Yeah, I mean, after this, if they can't do anything against a great defense, oh boy.
Like, good luck.
They can't do anything against that defense. Imagine what they can't do against the Eagles.
Uh-oh.
God. 49ers, please.
Uh-oh.
I don't ask for much.
Well, let's move on now. If there's nothing else, guys, nothing else. Yes, nothing.
Nothing else.
All right, let's move on now to the next and final game of the slate, which is this banger of a game. Banger.
Oh, man.
Game of the year candidate, Steelers versus Ravens, AFC North Classic. And the Steelers win at 26-24 off of a Tyler Loop 44-yard miss. Because if he makes it, I feel as though that a lot of stuff in the news right now in regards to the NFL would be the other way around, not this current way, if you know what I mean. But
yeah,
holy moly, what a game this was, man. Holy shit. Like, how in the... Bro, every single time these two teams face each other, it is always so entertaining. But this one is obviously for the division, for the final playoff spot in the AFC. This is for all the marbles. And it comes down to one kick. One makeable kick, might I add. But clearly, Tyler Loop could not make the kick. And because of that, because it goes ahead and just swifts right, the Steelers won the playoffs. What a game, though, from Aaron Rodgers. What a game, though, from Lamar Jackson. Because Lamar Jackson did everything he could do. 11 and 18, 238 yards, 3 touchdowns. He had that crazy, crazy pass to Likely to set them up for that field goal. So many touchdown passes. Yeah, and a lot of people were open. Oh, my goodness. So many people were open. Rodgers had a superb game. But yeah, man, in the end, this game went to the Steelers 26-24. We have to somehow, some way, or maybe someone else will do it, but like game of the year candidate, this has to be a candidate for it, man. Oh my goodness, just pure cinema going down all the way. and it had to come down to one final kick. One kick! That's it! One kick. But yeah, because of that, the Steelers win the AFC North. And it was so crazy, in fact, that a priest blessed an end zone pregame, and it was the same end zone where Tyler Loop shanked the field goal.
We should have known.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, some very funny stuff here, you know, he's pointing at the Steelers logo, which is kind of funny. Here's something that Mike Tomlin said after the end of the game. Just another one of those Tomlin quotes, you know.
Make that kick, season's over, comes to a screeching halt, and missing that kick and the winner going on.
You know how it is. If my aunt had male parts, she'd be my uncle.
What the hell?
What?
Now
What
I want everyone to listen to this here. This is the crowd reaction in the stadium when Tyler Loop missed the field goal. Can you imagine? Oh my goodness. And here's Lamar Jackson, by the way, tweeting out. He said, shaking my fucking head. Man. Look at all these losses from the Ravens all these years ago. This was Huntley fumbling at the goal line. The Zay Flowers fumble in the AFC Championship game. The Mark Andrews drop in the AFC Divisional game. And here, regular season finale, game 272, and the Ravens once again with a heartbreaking loss.
That shit is crazy, man.
And it's so crazy because this was shades of Cont'd and that kick in the 2013, 24, I don't remember, 2011 divisional, if I remember correctly. But it was one of them years where Cont'd just shanked the field goal to the left, where it would have tied it at 23 apiece in Foxborough, but because he didn't make it, the Patriots went on. I remember that. But yeah, just so crazy, man. Here is a question, a very stupid question from Jameson Hensley. I know he's a reporter for the Ravens, but just a stupid-ass question about Lamar Jackson and whether he wants to see John Harbaugh coach the Ravens next season. Listen to what Lamar Jackson says.
You asking me about next year, Jameson. Like, I'm so caught up in what just happened tonight. I can't focus on that right now. I just told you, like he asked me, are you stunned? I'm stunned right now. I'm still trying to process what's going on. Like, I know we lost, but like, you know, that's all.
All right, thank you, Lamar.
People, man.
Obviously, we know what the news is now. You know, we obviously know what the news is now, but still, I just feel like that's such a stupid-ass question to go ahead and ask a guy who just lost a this heartbreaking, you know. But honestly, to me, that was a very cool, that was not very cool, but it was a very honest answer from Lamar Jackson. Very honest. Because I probably would have felt the same way. So yeah, now that the Steelers are in, are they one and done as well? Or will they actually win a playoff game this season? Because they're facing the Texans on Monday Night Football. And I know that the Texans defense is like top 2, if not top 1 right now. But I did see a stat, and I do not have it up right here right now. But I did see a stat about how the Steelers have had like an insane winning record on Monday Night Football. So, well, how are we processing this game here just a few days removed from it?
Well, you asked if the Steelers are one and done, and there's a reason Texans fans are very happy going into round 1. Because, yeah, I do think the Steelers are one and done. I don't think they have the pieces as far as like a receiving core to get past that stout Houston defense.
That's true. Stingley and everything.
Yep. The only way I can see the Steelers getting past the Texans is if they just give the ball to Freiermuth 10 times this game, and Freiermuth just goes off. Other than that, I'm sorry. I just don't see the Steelers going far.
I think
Someone from,
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
someone from the DMV, it hurt seeing the Ravens lose. Especially like that. That shit's crazy.
This was like season on the line. The whole country's watching. Everyone's watching this fucking game. Because this is literally it. And
Yeah.
as you said, very heartbreaking. Very heartbreaking.
Yeah.
But very crazy on the other side. Because, as we all knew, with the amount of distance that kick was from, 44 yards, right? We were like, oh, this is automatic. Tyler Loop got this? The hell? There ain't no way. And then he misses it. What do we... Oh, my goodness. I could not believe it.
I don't know. With kickers like Dicker the kicker and Brandon Aubrey missing field goals from that range this season, I was like, I don't know if this is makeable or not anymore.
I think for me, I was kind of just like under the assumption, I guess, because usually whenever it's like a 44-yard kick, 9 times out of 10, clearly the other did not, like this one, like 9 times out of 10, it's going to be made, you know, and it just so happened that this is the one kick it just didn't go through. So, yeah, it's just so crazy, man, just so crazy. But yeah, with the Steelers in and the Ravens out, we will see what happens next. But it was so funny, in fact, that like this kick literally could have potentially, like in an alternate universe, I'm saying, there's a universe where what if Tyler Loop makes that kick and the Ravens are in the playoffs instead?
And then I think that's where it gets tough for the Texans.
Yeah, I agree.
They do not have a good record against Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm. But also, adding on with the Steelers, do they move on from Mike Tomlin?
Oh, you're holy shit.
I don't think
Does
so.
Aaron Rodgers stay?
Does Aaron Rodgers stay? I don't know, man.
I think that's the better question to ask. Does Aaron Rodgers stay, or does he go off to retirement land?
I don't know.
Because I'm just keep it real. The Steelers are not moving on from Mike Tomlin. As long as he keeps producing winning seasons for them, Art Rooney's not letting him go anytime soon.
That's true. I think something that I probably should also, or not even really, but it sounds like from your perspective, RBM, if Tomlin was to actually be let go, it would have been more shocking than Harbaugh being let go by the Ravens.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, this is what a crazy year, because this game ended it all. This regular season, this crazy regular season, it ended it all. But now with that being said, guess what? We now got the playoffs. We only got a couple more games left to go. And this is the bracket. My goodness. Here we go. Super Bowl 60.
Not look
Texans, Steelers, Bills, Jaguars, Chargers, Patriots, Broncos, and Seahawks on a bye, of course. With the Rams, Panthers, Niners, Eagles, and Packers, Bears. And this is the slate. Excuse me. Where Rams Panthers is 4:30 on Fox, Packers Bears is 8 p.m. on Prime Video, Bills Jaguars is 1 p.m. on CBS and Paramount Plus, 49ers Eagles is 4:30 on Fox, Chargers Patriots Sunday Night Football on NBC and Peacock, and Texans Steelers on ESPN, ABC, and the ESPN app. Very nice slate. A very interesting slate because, let's face it, this is the most open the NFL has been ever. All right? So much so in the fact that for the first time since seeding began in 1975, no quarterback for the top 2 seeds in each conference has ever won a playoff game in their career.
Oh, holy shit.
Can you believe that?
Holy shit.
Man, dude. Oh. But that doesn't go on ahead. We have to talk about the red flags, though, in each team. Because I personally think, and I do have to agree with a lot of people here, because this is the most wide open the NFL has been, each team has a flaw in them. Now, I'm not going to go and read all of this, but here's, like, for an example, the Bears, 357.3 total yards per game allowed, 28th in the league out of 32. Eagles, 29.22 3-and-out percent, 32nd in the league, which is last. 49ers have only 18 sacks, which is 32nd in the league, etc., etc., etc. All these teams are flawed, man, which makes this even more interesting. So with that being said, let's move on to the Swift Stories to Know injury report before we get into the coaching and stuff, because we got a lot to cover in that department. Okay, moving on. So, Jack Driscoll added to the active roster. Darnell Washington is out for the season for the Steelers. This is all stuff, by the way, from last week, but yeah. There was a report with Chris Olave. He will be out this week because of a blood clot being detected in his lung. Was caught early, but thank God he's doing great. Thank God that was caught, because, man, that is very, very...
Thank God. We cannot afford to lose him.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, thank God he was thank God that it was caught, because that would have been really bad. So
yeah.
Harold Fannin Jr. was ruled out for Week 18, meaning his rookie season was over. This guy was really good for the Browns, so I'm very curious to see.
He's staying. So that's gonna be a good. That's a good tight end right there.
Yeah, for whoever their quarterback is next season. Anyways. Funny thing here.
Oh, shit.
Theo Johnson was ruled out for Sunday's game with an illness, yet he was seen at tonight's Knicks game.
Bro, he's spreading the germs. What's going on here?
What is he doing in Madison Square Garden?
Oh, my God, bro. They needed you on that field. Well, not really.
Fred Warner is telling his teammates that he's targeting the divisional round of the playoffs for his return.
No, poor guy. Won't make it.
That's crazy. Cam Ward, exams revealed an AC joint sprain in his shoulder. No surgery required. So that's good, because he did leave during that Titans game halfway through. So good news for him. Devontae Adams. The Rams are anticipating that he is going to return for the Saturday playoff game against the Panthers. Ho, ho, ho. I feel as though that the Rams have had a lot of struggle with Adams out, so let's see what happens now. Tatum Bethune for the Niners is out for the season. So, this Niners defense, man, I know Saleh has been good with them, but it's looking a little rough, I'm not going to lie. We have a little soundbite here from Russell Wilson, because he apparently shares that he tore his hamstring the Friday before the Giants faced the Cowboys in Week 2.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Continuing to play?
Oh yeah, I'm not blinking. I know what I'm capable of. I think I showed that in Dallas, and I want to be able to do that again. And just be ready to rock and roll, and be as healthy as possible, and be ready to play ball. I played that game. I tore my hamstring on Friday in practice, the last play of practice, and I had a grade 2. I couldn't tell anybody. I had to go play on it just because I knew the circumstance. I had to play on it, and no matter what, I actually ended up going to the Dallas Mavericks facility training, and kept it quiet, just tried to get treatment on it, and just knowing that I probably couldn't run from the goal line to the 10-yard line if I wanted to, but I feel like I got to play this game.
Interesting.
Now, I feel like, right?
Go on.
That's not good. on the coaching side, actually, if they knew he tore his hamstring.
Yeah, he didn't tell anyone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he didn't tell anyone.
Hey, but
Hey, look, man.
I feel like a coach should be able to tell, though.
I agree.
Man, he fooled me. I couldn't tell that entire game.
All right, Kyler Gordon and Braxton Jones are set for a return and open the 21-day practice window for the Bears.
The Bears.
Could be some help there. The Patriots have 4 players dealing with an illness: Morgan Moses, Garrett Bradbury, Vederian Lowe, and Anaferne Jennings. None of them was practicing today, so some injury, some mysterious bug is going around with the Patriots facility there. Very interesting. The Eagles have opened the practice window for Azeez Ojulari, so he should be coming back very, very soon. The Niners have signed Eric Kendricks from the practice squad to the active roster and placed Bethune on IR. Seahawks rookie tight end Elijah Arroyo has been designated to return as well. And Lane Johnson for the Eagles is also returning. So we got some returns for certain teams here. Most notably the Eagles. Oh boy.
Oh, they're so going back.
Desmond Ridder is signing to the Packers practice squad. Yay.
I mean,
And this is not a yay, but Christian Barmore is facing a misdemeanor domestic assault charge, 1 count of assault and battery on a family/household member stemming from an alleged August 8th incident in Mansfield. Oh,
Jesus
brother.
Christ,
He is so getting cut.
And there was a whole statement thing, and just hope that gets sorted out somehow, some way. So yeah. So the mic. So this is actually interesting. The voice of the Bucs, Gene Deckerhoff, will officially retire at the conclusion of the 50th season, which I think is this season. So, props to Gene. 37 years being the voice of the Bucs. Pretty damn cool.
Okay.
Trayvon Diggs is joining the Packers in addition before the playoffs. Okay.
That's not really going to help him a whole lot.
That's funny.
Cooked.
NFL and NBA viewership numbers for the Christmas games. The NFL had 19.9 for the Cowboys Commanders, 27.5 for the Lions Vikings, and 21.1 for the Broncos Chiefs. Meanwhile, the NBA still has only 6.4, 6.7, but although this was the best NBA rating slate for Christmas in over a decade, I think, if I remember correctly. So, very good numbers for the NBA, and maybe people are starting to care more about the NBA.
The Thunder are still frauds.
And the Celtics without Tatum is still a top 5 team in the NBA. Anyways,
It's a football podcast, buddy.
I know. Quentin Lake has signed an agreement with the Rams. 3-year extension worth up to $42 million with $25.7 guaranteed.
Okay.
And Miami Dolphins have brought on Troy Aikman as a consultant to advise the organization on its GM search process. All right.
Sure.
It's okay.
I guess.
Oh, okay. This was before Week 18 ended, by the way, but the Giants are expected to cast a wide head coaching interview net that includes Mike McCarthy, Chris Shula, Antonio Pierce, and more.
I will laugh so hard if they choose Mike McCarthy.
John Jenkins has signed a contract extension with the Ravens, so nice. A 1-year extension for $2.1. And the Titans made a significant change to the front office structure with GM Mike Borgonzi taking over control of the 53-man roster. I thought he was supposed to do that, but all right, I guess not. Sure. So, yeah. I'm not quite sure what that was all about. But yeah, Cole Van Lanen signed an agreement today with the Jaguars, 3 years, $51 million. So we get some contract extensions right here, you know. So pretty cool to see. And Charles Cross also has had a 4-year extension, $104.4 million, 26.1 average per year. Kind of crazy here, but this was very much worth the money for the Seahawks. They lock in Cross for 4 damn years. Holy moly. The Panthers have waived Hunter Renfrow, and the Niners are signing Kaiser White, who, once again, remember, the Niners' injury list, especially on the defense, has been really bad this year, so they honestly need as much help as possible. And, of course, as we mentioned earlier, Tyler Shaw will be the starting quarterback in 2026 for the Saints. So, there you go.
Chuck it, brother.
So, everybody, this is the time, okay, where we are going to go ahead and talk all about all the coaching and everything of the sort. So let's go ahead and start off with the breaking news that happened last night. And let's talk about a very certain somebody getting fired after 18 seasons.
In the business, we call this Black Monday.
John Harbaugh has been fired after 18 seasons as the Ravens head coach. Breaking news from last night from Adam Schefter. But yes, 18 seasons. He is out. 5:10 p.m. Eastern yesterday. This comes after the loss against the Steelers that would have put them into the playoffs. But John Harbaugh in Baltimore, 18 seasons, 180 and 113 record, 13-11 postseason record, and a Super Bowl 47 championship. So, this is currently the landscape of the head coaching openings at the moment. The Ravens, Giants, Titans, Falcons, Cardinals, Browns, and Raiders all need a new head coach. In terms of GMs, only the Dolphins and Falcons need a new GM at the moment. Now, this is a very funny tweet to put out there, but Schefter then said multiple teams with head coaching openings will now readjust their boards and are expected to pursue a new head coaching free agent, John Harbaugh. And the things continue to get even more interesting. So Ari said here, Lamar Jackson has only had one head coach in his NFL career. That now changes. Lamar is also in need of a new contract after nothing materialized last season. His cap number is 70.4.5 in 2026. So, let's see what happens with that. There was an interesting thing, though, with John Harbaugh in terms of how and why he potentially got fired. A key pressure point in the John Harbaugh dismissal, according to those familiar with today's discussions, was his refusal to entertain any conversations about potentially moving on from OC Todd Monken, which is a choice because a lot of Ravens fans are not happy with Todd Monken. Amid recent league-wide buzz about Cliff Kingsbury's future, many believe that paired with Lamar Jackson would be in an ideal landing spot for the former Commander's OC, Max. But there was also another thing where John Harbaugh is expected to be the favorite for the HC job with the Giants. Hold on a second. And this is the most funniest thing of them all. Schefter then tweeted out saying, in the 45 minutes after John Harbaugh was fired, his agent said he received calls from 7 NFL teams expressing interest in the client. But the thing was, though, there currently are only 7 NFL head coaching openings, including Baltimore's. So who was that one team with a head coach who decided to call his agent and was like, is Harbaugh available? Who was that? Well, I hope it was the Jets. Cough, cough. Anyways.
Not hopefully with the Jets.
So
imagine if it was the Cowboys.
no.
Too early to give up on Shoddy.
So yeah, look at this tweet that someone put out there. Tomlin fired if Luke makes it. Harbaugh fired if he misses it. Well, we all know what happened after that. Oh yeah, this is just a thing there. But yeah, so John Harbaugh has interest from most teams with a head coaching vacancy, but notably, I'm told calls are also coming in from a few teams that currently have a head coach in place. Lots of discussions going down tonight. It'd be so crazy if he gets hired tonight in somehow, some way, but that's not happening. So, yeah. Guys, what are your thoughts with Harbaugh being fired here? Did you guys see this coming at all? Or was this a surprise? What are your honest thoughts with this?
This was a complete shock to me, actually.
I agree.
Considering Harbaugh has like a winning history. Considering Harbaugh got them a Super Bowl. Yeah, I'm very shocked. Because if anything, I thought they would move on from Todd Monken or, their defensive coordinator, Zach Orr. But to move on from Harbaugh? Like, something don't feel right about that. Something just don't feel right.
There was another thing, too, where, there was another thing where folks were saying about how, like, the Ravens firing Harbaugh is a mistake because you're not going to get a better guy at the moment other than Harbaugh right now. But at the same time, it looks as though that Ravens fans were just kind of just fed up with the lack of success, which, granted, understandably so. Excuse me, with no Super Bowl appearance, especially with Lamar Jackson at all. So this is a surprise, but I can definitely see why they decided to do this. So, yeah. I mean, that's what I got from that. But the fact that Harbaugh now is a free agent to where he can potentially sign with whoever he wants. He's the top head coach. He's the top free agent head coach right now. Like, exactly. Like, right now. So, whoever needs a head coach obviously is going to have to call him and ask for some sort of interview. There's no doubt in my mind. So
imagine if he signs with Las Vegas.
Which is something which was crazy, which Mac brought up earlier. Imagine Jim versus John twice a year. That
would go kind of crazy.
It would. Emmett, what were you going to say?
Oh, I wasn't going to say nothing.
Oh.
At least I don't think so. I just don't want him to sign to the Giants.
Oh, yeah, obviously, because, NFC East. And
I don't want him signing with the Falcons. Anyway.
I don't know. I think in terms of, like, where he could potentially sign, it's very, very tough. Because I don't exactly know of a specific fit with the with anybody at the moment. But if I had to go ahead and guess, I feel like his best shot would unfortunately be, I know Emmett doesn't want to hear this, would probably be the Giants. But it could also be the Raiders, but the Raiders are just a mess right now. So who realistically wants to be the head coach there?
Honestly, I think another good landing spot for him would probably be Cleveland.
Cleveland? Okay. Fair enough.
I honestly, yeah, I could see Cleveland.
Which would be funny. Which would be really, really funny. All right. There we go. Got a lot of tabs open here for this one, but it's okay. All right. But yeah, this is just so crazy to me, man. Like, I was not expecting this at all. This man has got Baltimore a Super Bowl. He has had a lot of success, but clearly something was not going right. And it sounds like even so, there are also just a lot of things where apparently, he may have lost the locker room as well. So I don't know, man. If I'm a team that needs a head coach right now, I will want Harbaugh in any sort of capacity right now. It doesn't matter who you think. He is the top guy at the moment in terms of the head coaching market. You have to try and go ahead and get him and hope things work out. Because realistically, aside from Harbaugh, who even is the top candidate at the moment? We don't have one this cycle. We don't really have one.
I don't know. Probably. I'd probably say Kevin Stefanski, if anything.
I guess, but in terms of I guess I'm saying this as a new head coach.
Oh, like a new head coach? Oh, probably Clint Kubiak, if I'm being honest.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I was very, very surprised with this news. And honestly, what I will say is we will just have to see who the Ravens decide to hire here. Because I'm not really finding any sort of fit at the moment with anybody. So I hope they realize that this is, I just hope that they realize their decision making here.
Harbaugh can go anywhere that's not a New York Giant.
What's up, fellas? How's it going?
That's what Emmett said literally a couple minutes ago too. But actually, Brandon, John Harbaugh is out. What are your thoughts?
I've heard. Thoughts? It's crazy. At 18 years, right? 18 years.
Yep.
It's. I do think there needs to be a fresh voice in there. I think the players truly did love Harbaugh for what he did. I'm gonna miss the rivalries with him and Tomlin especially. Because let's be honest, y'all, if Tyler Lute would have made that kick, John Harbaugh would have probably still had his job. Right? Let's be honest with that, right?
I agree.
But now since that kick has failed, now he's out of office, and then now you're gonna have all of these NFL teams just gonna try to grab him, right? So I do think the Ravens need a fresh voice. He's gonna get a job, that's guaranteed.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Unless he decides to retire, but I don't think that's
right.
Gonna happen.
Which is not gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think he has a lot of juice left in him. But I do think it's time for the Ravens to have a new voice, though. That's my thoughts with that.
Actually, we have a interesting tweet here from Schefter only 26 minutes ago. He said that he is not expected to conduct any head coaching interviews until next week.
Ooh.
Probably the process, because after 18 years in one place, man, the change is going to be dramatically different for Harbaugh,
That is true.
So I think that's probably why.
Imagine if he goes to Cleveland.
Oh, boy. Oh, with Shador? Hey, that could be a good combo.
I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. All right, let's move on, though. We still got a lot of stuff to cover, all right? We still got a lot more things to cover. So,
what we got?
That we are going to stay in the AFC, all right? I'm actually going to stop screen sharing this because I need to give another... And
what's YouTube? How's it going?
Here we go. All right, let's move on now to the other side here. The Colts are going to keep both Shane Steichen and Chris Ballard for the upcoming season, and a lot of Colts fans are not happy with this. Not happy. So they're keeping both Steichen and Chris Ballard as head coach and GM respectively here. I don't really have much to say other than Colts fans are not really happy with this move. I don't understand the Ballard keep, if I'm being honest, but I do understand the Steichen keep. I don't understand Ballard staying, though. But yeah, so what are our quick thoughts with this?
I think, something tells me they made this decision before their last game, because they literally announced this right after the game was done. I'm like, okay, so they definitely had prior conversations about it. Here's the thing, right? When did they start off 7-1? They started off 7-1 until things hit the bed. So it's not like they were horrible all season long. Like Daniel Jones was in MVP conversations. Jonathan Taylor was in MVP conversations. Then they made that huge trade for Sauce Gardner. Now, then again, that was after the injury to Daniel Jones, but I'm also kind of shocked about Ballard staying. I think they're going to give Shane one more year, but I mean, Carly Ersay Gordon, man, and the big three they call it over there in the Colts Nation, man. They're not afraid to voice their opinion. So the Colts got a lot of problems on their hands. They don't have a first round pick next year. They don't have a first round pick the year after. They got to figure out the quarterback situation. I mean, between Riley Leonard, Daniel Jones. If you want to bring in another guy in there to challenge, I think Anthony Richardson's gone for sure. The Colts got a lot of problems on their hand that they got to fix this offseason, man. I'm curious about that.
Right. Legitimately, though, they're kind of screwed. They're kind of screwed with all the draft picks and everything. Oh boy. Good luck, Colts, but thanks for the pick. Haha. Anyways.
Hey, picks. Yeah.
Thanks for the pick. Anyways, let's move on now to another firing on Black Monday. Because I'll be honest with you, I think this was, in my opinion, a mistake. But yeah. Falcons have fired Raheem Morris. I don't personally agree with this move. I don't personally agree with this. They are also firing their GM, which I do agree with. But this firing of Morris, I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't personally understand this because I understand. Okay, here's what I do understand. What I do understand is, okay, he did get, up there in terms of, a winning streak at the end. Okay, that is very fine. But after that, or before that, they had a pretty bad record. But I really do think that if he at least just got another season in, then I feel as though that would have turned out well, at least for him, but I guess the fuck not. So, I don't know. I just don't agree with this move at all in the slightest. I don't know. After 2 seasons, I don't know, man. I feel like, now, obviously, when it comes down to it, Falcons fans are very happy. Look, okay, that's fine with me, but at the end of the day, I don't know. I don't agree with this move at all. This is probably one of the only firings so far, aside from Harbaugh, where I didn't really understand it. So
yeah, well, RBM and I, we're NFC South fans. Now, RBM, you just faced them, so what do you think about this, man?
As a division rival, I think they should have kept him.
I think so too.
I think they should have kept him so that they can derp around for another few seasons.
You know what though? I think Max. I think you guys should go try and get Morris right now. I think so.
Yeah.
At least for defensive coordinator.
I would like him as a defensive coordinator, though. Actually, some fans are also like, it's happened before, hasn't really worked out. But I mean, I say just give him another chance. Honestly,
me too.
I mean, at this point, what have we got to lose?
Oh
no.
As
No.
Oh, okay.
Because I generally don't think we have anything to lose after this.
That's fair.
Well, and I'll say this too, Lalo. I know you said he had a bad record. He had a 4-game win streak towards the end of the season. So they were 5-9 at one point, right? Correct. Now think about it, right? They lost to the Jets, right? But they beat the Bills. I think they were 4-1 in primetime this year, which was crazy.
They were gaming.
Yeah, they were winning primetime games. But it's kind of like the Panthers, right? It's the inconsistency of what's going on. And Raheem, get this, Raheem in his 2 seasons there, he went 8-9 in both seasons. So that's why I don't. And he was the first coach to be fired on Black Monday, as they call it in the NFL. So Arthur Smith, bro, he was like, "Hey, y'all got to get out of town, bro. Y'all got to get out of here. We need to change." So I'm very curious because I would also. I agree with you too, Larlar and RBM. I would give him at least one more season because Penix went down in both seasons. Then you got to go to Kirk Cousins, right? They had a lot of injuries, but they had a great draft class. You got James Pierce and Jalen Walker on the other side. 2 studs at rookie. Kyle Pitts was kind of starting to go off again. So I would give him at least one more try because they have players. But I'm curious to see what the Falcons are going to do next.
Oh, don't forget Drake London was going on.
Drake London, yes, especially Bijan Robinson. So I'm curious, man. I'm curious to see what they're going to do.
All right, so just a couple things here. Starting from a statement from Arthur Blank. I have great personal affinity for both Raheem and Terry and appreciate their hard work and dedication. I'm not going to go through the entirety of this, but basically he just says that he just thought it was just better to go in a different direction. A very interesting position here, though, is the fact that Matt Ryan is being strongly considered for a high-profile front office role with the Falcons. Very interesting.
I think that'll be a good move. I think that'll be a good move, though.
I agree. I agree. This would be a very good move for the Falcons. Obviously, we got to see if it actually works out, but yeah.
Right.
That's an old tweet. That's just that. And Falcons are hiring a new president of football, which many expect to be former Atlanta quarterback Matt Ryan. However, nothing is official at the moment other than the fact that Greg Beatles is named president and CEO of the Atlanta Falcons. Okay, great. But in regards to that, Raheem Morris is expected to interview with teams about their head coaching vacancies. But he is also in the mix for defensive coordinator opportunities as well. So who knows?
Yep.
But Peter Schrager did say that the Titans will interview Raheem Morris for their vacant job for head coach later this week. And Tom Pelissero did say here that if Matt Ryan was to be hired for the Falcons for their new president of football, he would not be continuing to work at CBF if he is hired. So, all right, there you go. Just some other stuff here. Raheem Morris now has confirmed head coach interviews in the next week with the Cardinals, Giants, and Titans. So it seems as though that he's getting a bunch of head coaching interest here rather than DC. So I don't know. We'll see.
He is so going to the Cardinals,
bro. That'd be funny. I feel like. I don't know. I feel like for me, I think more. I understand the frustration with Morris, but I don't know, man. After 2 seasons, I don't know, bro. Moving on, though, let's move on to another firing. Kevin Stefanski, he's out as head coach as well with the Browns. But they keep Andrew Berry for some reason. I don't really understand that one, but yeah, just a statement there. Blah 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 blah. Stefanski is eager to jump back into the head coaching ranks. I'm told he is not taking time off, so he is expected to get interviews, such as though that he is expected to speak with the Falcons, Giants, and Titans about their vacancies. As of right now, he is interviewing today for the Giants head coaching job. Actually, he had dinner with them last night, a matter of fact. I don't know if I have it here somewhere, but he apparently had dinner with Kevin. He apparently had dinner with Giants brass last night. So who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
And just like that, he's going to the Giants.
So what do you guys think really quickly about this move here from the Browns? I think it was time, to be honest. So
yeah.
His expiration date expired in Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland fans were rejoicing like it was church Sunday.
Fair.
Well, here's another thing too, right? People know that Shador wasn't Stefanski's quarterback. Stefanski didn't want him. And then that whole QB carousel with Gabriel and Watson's gonna come back next year, whether people like it or not. Watson's gonna come back.
Keep that weirdo out of football.
And so that's going to cause another thing. So, but the Browns though, they ended off the year with a 2-win streak, and then with Myles Garrett's sack record, and then Shador's, he still got a lot of work to do. But I think in the Cleveland, I think everyone's underestimating the fact that they have a lot of good rookies on that team too. You got Mason Graham on the other side. I can't remember the linebacker's name. Schoenmaker, I think his name. He's a stud. Fannin on the offensive side, Judkins. They got a young team over there. So whoever's going to coach over there, I think they got something to work with. So I'm curious to see how the Browns are going to go next season.
I heard this rumor. I don't know if it's true or not. So I'm not saying this is like based on fact, but allegedly there's a rumor going around that Shador and Deion Sanders had something to do with Stefanski being fired.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised with that. I wouldn't be surprised with that. I'm not surprised at all.
They were calling for his job since like week 6.
All right, Dion, might as well just try and do something then, I guess. I have no idea.
Breaking news: Deion Sanders becomes head coach of the Cleveland Browns.
Nah, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. All right, let's move on now.
People would die. I promise you. They are not trying to see that man be the coach.
All right, let's move on now to another thing here notable, but this is a keeping, although this is a very controversial keeping. The Bengals are bringing back both Zac Taylor and Duke Tobin for next year.
Boy. Oh, boy.
Marcelo, I apologize in advance because Zac Taylor even then said further that he is not making any staff changes. He's going to keep everybody.
That's insane.
DC Al Golden is back. Shit. Everybody is back for next season for the Bengals. I'm sorry, Joe Burrow.
Even your defensive coordinator?
That's wild.
The defense that's bottom 3 in the league?
Over the last 2 years, Max. The last 2 years.
Not just bottom 3. The worst defense in the league.
Right.
Holy shit.
And it wasn't even close.
Holy shit.
Boy.
Joe
So
Burrow,
obviously,
please
so
get
obviously
out.
obviously the Bengals learned nothing from the whole Marvin Lewis debacle.
Right. And let me say something too real quick. Apparently Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, apparently they wanted Zac Taylor back. Fine, player relationship. A lot of people don't know. But
that defense.
There's gotta be how are you gonna keep growing if there's no change? You gotta do something.
I wish we could ask Jerry Jones that.
But it's like because the Bengals, we already know they're gonna be Trey Henderson is gone. He gotta go. Like here's
the difference between Jerry Jones and Jim. Here's the difference between Jerry Jones and Jim Brown. Jerry Jones, he will at least get rid of a coach if he knows that he's not going to win with them. Jim Brown, he don't give a shit.
Jim Brown just don't make no moves. That's the point. That's the problem.
The only thing Jim Brown is concerned with is the bottom line.
Right. I agree. That's wild.
I just don't understand this at all, bro. I just don't understand this. What do you mean you're not making any staff changes? Have you seen what happened the past 3 months?
What are we doing? The same team?
What are we doing? I don't care if okay, look, you can go ahead and bring in more people in on defense, specifically defense and whatnot, but come on, man.
Just not a single staff change. I get continuity, but that's not always the answer.
I just don't understand. Let's move on. Moving on now. Let's see what's next. Okay. Let's see. So, aside from, obviously, the Giants fired Brian Daboll throughout, I think, what week was it? 5 or 6 or something? They will keep, though, Joe, how do you say it? Joe Schoen?
Joe Schoen.
Joe Schoen? Yeah, and people, especially Giants fans, are not happy with this move once again.
Let's go.
So yeah, Giants are keeping Joe Schoen. He has already been informed of the decision by ownership. Just a reminder though, the Giants won 4-13 this season and 22-55 and won with him as GM. So yeah,
Boy.
GG's. Joe Schoen is apparently going to start coaching interviews this week, which is true. And this is a soundbite from him earlier this week.
Yeah, Art, for me, it's, early on I made mistakes. I'm fortunate to have great ownership here where you're allowed to stub your toe and try to course correct. And over the last couple of years, we've been able to add a franchise quarterback. You've been able to add a number one receiver in Malik Neighbors, who again I'm looking forward to getting him back. And there are the defensive line, the pass rushers. There's pieces in place that also make this an attractive job. So looking at where we're going, where the build is, what the plan is moving forward, and seeing the vision through is why I think that's the case, Art.
All right, buddy. Whatever you say.
First, remember that Saquon video, bro.
Look, man, I'm not going to go ahead and say anything other than just good luck, Giants. Now, here is something that I do agree with. The job of the Giants head coaching gig being attractive. I do think it is attractive. Yes, I agree with that.
It is.
But you just got to go ahead and just deal with Joe Schoen. So I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah. They got players on both sides of the ball.
Yes, somebody got to coach the exciting whites.
Yeah, so I just don't know, man. I just don't know. I just won't personally think this is a great move in the slightest at all either. But who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But their team also just won a lot at the end there, so I don't know.
But 22-55. You wouldn't think all right, you got to go.
Correct. Moving on.
Honestly, he should have been fired this season. They traded Saquon, but that's just me.
Fair enough. No, that's very fair. Raiders have fired Pete Carroll. He is a one and done head coach in the NFL as the Raiders head coach.
Yeah, we predicted this a while back.
Yep, he is done. So Pete Carroll, I don't know if he's gonna get any sort of gig. If anything, this might be it for him, which kind of sucks.
I think this might be it. Yeah, it's a tough way to go out.
Yeah, very tough way to go out. Excuse me, but Tom Pelissero did say that Tom Brady is in the Raiders facility today on the 5th as he prepares to take on a bigger role in the team's football operation along with his college teammate GM John Spytek. All right.
Hey.
All right, man. But here's the thing, though. Look at this. Recent Raiders head coach history. In 2021, John Gruden resigns. 2022, Josh McDaniels hired. Then a year later, he's out. Next year, Pierce was hired. Then a year later, Pierce was out. Same year, Pete Carroll was hired. And now this year, Pete Carroll fired. So...
That Antonio Pierce one is like a little controversial one.
All I'm going to say is the Raiders got to sign somebody and hire somebody who they know they won't fire after a season. So, I don't know, man. It's a mess over there.
And now, whoever comes in, they have the number one pick in the draft. They have a say on that.
That is very true. Which will be most likely Fernando Mendoza. But who knows? Another one on. Let's keep going since, we still do have a couple more things to talk about here, and we are running out of time almost. I'm not going to lie. Cardinals have fired head coach Jonathan Gannon. So, meanwhile, Monty Osenfort is going to stay. I don't understand this, but whatever. But yeah, Gannon's gone.
That's the Bidwells for you.
And along with hiring a new head coach, Arizona will have a major quarterback decision to make with Kyler Murray, who is guaranteed $36.8 million in 2026. So, yeah. The Cardinals have never had a head coach, any head coach, last longer than 6 years, despite the franchise existing for over 100 years. That is insane.
I guess Bruce Arians been there for longer than 6 years? Huh.
But Kyler Murray said... Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, no, Bruce Arians was there for like 6 years before he decided to hang it up.
Yeah. Oh.
Kyler Murray then said on Twitter, my guy, genuinely loved going to war with you. Appreciate who you are as a man and a coach. So
yeah, I don't think there was any like problems with them two.
yeah, but it just I guess just didn't work out with Gannon. So yeah,
I guess not.
that's it.
I think also the fact, Larlar, is the fact that he's also a defensive mind coach. You would think that at least the defense would at least kind of pull a little bit fewer strings and stuff like that. But it sucks seeing Trey McBride just go off in every tight end category and no one just watched a single game because the Cardinals are just that bad.
Correct. Mm-hmm. Moving on now, though. I just don't understand all these like firings of head coach yet the GM stays. I just don't understand that. I don't.
Right.
I don't.
That's what a lot of people have been questioning too.
Yeah, I know. The Cowboys are firing DC Matt Eberflus. Emmett, rejoice. Rejoice,
The
Emmett.
terrorist is gone.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
But now here's the thing though, the Cowboys are going to undergo their 4th DC in 4 seasons. So yeah, you guys need to hire somebody to keep for more than one. So
yeah, someone good too.
Brian Flores, you're welcome to Dallas.
Do y'all have the money?
We should, bruh. It's always money this, money that. We got it, bruh. Jerry Jones is made out of money apparently, but he just doesn't want to spend it.
It's just well, here's the thing, Emmett. People know that Jerry Jones is going to want full control no matter who it is. That's the issue.
So Brian Flores doesn't go for a head coaching job.
Yeah. And now Brian Flores would be perfect for Dallas. I think he'd be perfect. Shoot. I think Raheem Morris as well, but I mean, you definitely need someone. Yeah. So yeah.
They should get Jonathan Gannon. Oh shit.
Jonathan Gannon. Oh, well, yeah.
All right, moving on.
Have the exciting whites on your
speaking of the Commanders, by the way, actually. Commanders OC Cliff Kingsbury is leaving the org to pursue other opportunities.
He sure is.
And with that being said, also, Joe Whitt Jr. is also at us DC for the Commanders. So, Max, who are we looking for in terms of new OC? Who are we looking for in terms of new OC and DC?
For one, glad Cliff Kingsbury is going to other opportunities. We knew he was not staying after this season, even if we won But in terms of OC and DC, luckily we have a nice head coach that is lovable by everyone. So just gonna hopefully hope we get a nice one. I was wishing it would be Mike McDaniel, but I think he's staying. So
did Dan call the defensive calls?
Yeah, he did, and it looked not a lot better, but a bit better than how fucking Joe Whitt did it. And in terms of DC, just anyone that can make a middle of the pack defense, I do not care. Just something.
Well, Cliff Kingsbury is expected to interview with the Giants and Titans, so there you go. The thing is, though, apparently, according to Jordan Schultz, Jaden Daniels was among the offensive players who was not happy with the decision to part ways with Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah, because literally, after I don't know when she posted it, but Jaden's mom, she was like, "I'm ready for season 3 with Jaden Daniels and Cliff Kingsbury." And
oh no!
Well, clearly.
Oh boy!
Well, clearly.
Oh boy!
Oh, that's not happening. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Commanders have also moved on from your offensive line coach Bobby Johnson. So, all right, you guys are making some moves.
Offensive line wasn't that bad, but all right, sure.
I'm told
they know something we don't know.
I'm told Dan Quinn and Cliff Kingsbury disagreed over several things. Okay, well,
yeah, I don't think he was fired. I think they just disagreed, and he's like, "All right, I'm out of here."
Yeah, but I mean, all power to him.
Well, here's the thing, though. We're not done with the OCs and DCs because the Lions have fired their offensive coordinator, John Morton. Something that Mac is very happy with. So, the Lions...
9 out of 10 Lions fans are happy about.
So, I'm honestly expecting the Lions to return to form here with a better OC. Hopefully, the OC that they hire is good. So, yeah. But here's an interesting name. apparently the Lions have started their OC search with David Blow.
Man. What a legend.
Who was an assistant quarterbacks coach with the Commanders. Wait a second. Very interesting. And just to top it all off in terms of official news, but apparently the Bucs are bringing back Todd Bowles for another season. I'm sorry, Tampa Bay fans. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tampa Bay.
Let's go.
So
I will say, I am.
Yeah.
Are we surprised though? Are we really surprised they stink? Because I'm really not, honestly. Because look, the Bucs started off 5-1. I'm kind of not surprised by this.
I'm not surprised by it either, to be honest.
He has a bad season next year. He's gone. So there you go.
Oh, he's gone for sure. Yep.
He's 100% gone after that. Let's move on now to some stuff that has been floating around. This is just stuff that isn't official, but it is at least still worth noting, just to keep just to keep tabs in terms of where you guys may hear potential news coming from, just some potential hirings and whatnot. So here is an illustrated chart showing the early head coach interview schedule. But basically, head coaching interviews have started now. They can start at any point now. However, if a team wants to interview a coach who is in the playoffs, they can't do it until they're done. So
right. Yep.
So just a heads up there. So
and that's a rule change, right? Because they used to do that before.
I think so. This is a little blah 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 blah. Vikings plan to explore established options at QB via trade or free agency. Interesting, some veteran competition for JJ. Interesting. Jeff Hafley, Robert Saleh, Chris Shula are all locks to receive interview requests from the Titans. Matt Nagy and Mike McCarthy are also going to get formal interview requests. So who knows? Who knows? Also, let me just go ahead and change the topic here just to overall just general updates because, we got a lot to go through. Here we go. So Aaron Glenn will be back. Pete Carroll likely one and done. Yep, that was true. Moving on here. Yep, that's that. Aaron Rodgers could return for another season, by the way, per Ian Rappaport. Just saying. And I'm personally believing that he will be back. So there you go. Rappaport says that that people may interview Phillip Rivers to be a potential head coach. Interesting.
Ooh. I see QB coach. I don't know about head coach.
Yeah.
I'd probably give him like quarterbacks coach, maybe offensive coordinator at best.
Yeah.
This is just a big list. I'm not going to go through this. Sorry. Not going to go through this either because this is all just like a bunch of stuff. Rumors have flown that Tom Brady might build a Patriots reunion in Las Vegas with Brian Flores as head coach and Brian Dable as OC.
Holy fuck!
That's a meetup. Okay.
Rumors. This is not official.
Yeah.
This is just
That'd be
overall
crazy, though.
rumors.
But if it comes to fruition, oh boy,
that could be a really good. Let's move on though. We have a soundbite from Aaron Glenn.
Man, the game was disappointing, and the only thing that I can think about is moving on to next year and taking this whole season, and I'll let the players down. I let the organization down, and that burns me. It really does. This was not expected of where we are this season, and I understand that. But here's what I do know. I know the reason why I came here, and I am not going to waver from my beliefs on what I think wins games in this league. And I am very confident in myself. I'm very confident in this organization. I'm very confident in our owner. I'm very confident in Mooj. And we're going to work our ass off to get this exactly where it needs to be. And I do know that. But I'll tell you this. This season's on me. It's on me. And I get that. But I'll tell you this. We're going to work our ass off, right, starting tomorrow to make sure we get this right. I do know that.
Larlar, what you think?
As I mentioned earlier, I'm just going to echo my words earlier as well. I'm giving Glenn another season. I know Jets fans are not happy about that, but I'm giving Glenn another season. We go ahead and give ourselves another similar record next season. Fire him. He's gone. Yep. Titans have requested an interview Matt Nagy. Oh, okay.
I don't know. We saw what he did with the Bears.
That's what I'm saying. Charvarius Ward Sr. has decided whether he wants to keep playing or retire due to his concussions. He said his dad wants him to retire. Honestly, hey man, I think you're set for life, bro. I think you should just do it. Just retire. You know, concussions are not something to play with. So
yeah.
Oh shit.
Russell Wilson said there is no. This was mentioned earlier, but basically he's going to be playing next year. Expectations: Titans, Giants, and other teams will interview Cliff Kingsbury. We mentioned this earlier. Broncos Vance Joseph. God damn it, I went through too quick with that one. It's okay, whatever. Titans have requested to speak with Steve Spagnuolo. Oh, okay.
That's not good. I don't think that's gonna help him.
I don't think
talk to everybody, bro.
I don't think Spags.
I don't fix everybody.
I don't think Spags is going to be leaving, but whatever. Also, you might as well also add Lou Anamorumo as well from the Colts. So there you go. In terms of Titans,
No, Colts defense has been complete dumpster the last couple of weeks.
Dolphins have requested an interview with Packers VP of Player Personnel John Eric Sullivan.
Okay.
Dolphins have also put in an interview request with Alec Hallaby for the Eagles.
I don't think Howie's going to let him go.
Same with Josh Williams from the 49ers. And Rams assistant GM John McKay.
Troy Aikman's wasting no time.
No, there's no way Stan Kroenke's letting him go.
They have also required an interview from Tariq Ahmed.
Yeah.
So
Troy Aikman's going to turn down this organization.
They're going. They're going right now. And obviously, the thing is, we do not know if Mike McDaniel will stay. That is for the GM to figure out. So yeah.
Right.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that is something,
man.
I may have a tweet in here somewhere regarding that, but yeah.
He could be the next domino.
Start fresh.
Dolphins have requested also another interview from another 49ers guy, RJ Gillen. All right. Kind of crazy.
Take this interview.
Falcons have requested an interview with Dolphins DC Anthony Wheeler for their head coaching job, and someone said, I mean, Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah. It's boy.
Yeah, the Dolphins defensive coordinator.
Honestly, you can do it, Falcons. You won't.
I'm fine with that.
Falcons have requested to interview Clint Kubiak. Oh, that could be interesting. Clint Kubiak.
No. Keep him out of the NFC South. No.
Yeah, I don't want him back.
I know what he can do as an OC. No. Keep him out.
All right, here we go. So, yeah, this is Mike McDaniel tells reporters, quote, my understanding is that I am head coach of the Miami Dolphins until told otherwise. He does confirm that he will be part of the GM process, but it won't be his decision. Stephen Ross will make the final decision. And at the same time, the GM who they ultimately hire will also make the final decision on Mike McDaniel. So we will see what happens with that. Here's a soundbite from Todd Bowles. We have already confirmed already. This is a tweet a couple days old, but he did say that he will be returning. But I thought this was kind of funny. Let's listen.
All I can do is coach and be myself. I've earned the chance. I won 3 straight division titles, so that says a lot as far as I'm concerned. But I don't really have a message for fans other than true fans are true fans, and we're going to try to do our best to go out there and win for them. They're going to feel how they feel. but that's not the coach's problem. The coach's problem is to make the team better. That's all I'm looking forward to.
You understand their frustrations about this past season?
I understand their frustrations, and I understand our own frustrations as well. It's well warranted, and it's well warranted within the building as well.
So he thinks that he should be still the head coach despite winning 3 straight division titles in a very bad division. Okay, sure.
He thinks he's him.
Sure. Falcons requesting interview with assistant GM Ian Cunningham from the Bears. Okay. Just a couple more things here. Kevin Stefanski with Titans on Saturday, so there's just a lot of stuff with the Titans. Obviously, they are trying to interview a lot of people right now. Former Falcons quarterback and CBS analyst Matt Ryan interviews later this week with Atlanta for the president of football, as we mentioned earlier.
That'll be nice.
Here is a soundbite from Carly Ursay-Gordon.
We have been very clear with Chris and Shane that giving them another opportunity means that the sense of urgency for them to deliver and perform has never been higher. Chris and Shane are both capable of facing this challenge head on and finding a way to achieve the results that our fans deserve. We have been very
Colts fans are still not happy with that.
Colts fans
either.
are not happy with you, Carly.
They're still not happy with that either.
So, do we have a Genie Bus 2.0 on our hands?
I want to go that far. I wouldn't go that far. I do think Carly Ursay-Gordon is definitely trying. I'll give her credit because she's definitely trying to get things moving. I'll say that.
We have another soundbite here from Darren Muji.
How long do you think it will take to be competitive, to be respectable?
I believe we can be competitive and respectable right away next year.
What gives you that? You said, what gives you that confidence? You said earlier that you're the most confident. You have more confidence now than ever. What gives you the confidence?
Because I've been here a year. I've learned a lot. We've learned a lot. I've got a clear vision. AG and I, like we said, we talk daily on this roster and the vision in this division. And with the assets we have moving forward, the draft capital, the cap space, I know we're going to continue to build and add good players as a team that are going to help us win.
You know what, Laura, I'm asking this quick question. You see the Bears with Ben Johnson. You see the Jaguars of Liam Cohen. You see all these first-year guys just turn around so quickly. It's like, do you think the Jets... Now, I know Aaron Glenn doesn't have the players like the other people, but when you see that, like, how do you think you and, like, Jets fans feel that you see all that happening but not happening with your team?
It tells me that the owner is a very big issue. Because if it's working out with New England, it's working out with Chicago, it's working out with Jacksonville, with all these first-year head coaches, something is obviously clicking with not only player-wise and whatnot. Because think about it. Our roster at the beginning of the season wasn't bottom 5 at all when you really think about it. It was not bottom 5 at all. So, all
you can make an argument with the Seahawks too.
Oh yeah. So, I think for me personally, it definitely does sting, but I personally don't believe in one and dones. I know it has worked out for more other spots, but let's face it, when it came down to the one and done in New England with Gerard Mayo and then Mike Vrabel, obviously Mike Vrabel being there and that opportunity was just way more better at that point. So,
yeah. But
I do still believe that one of the biggest issues the Jets have at the moment is their fucking owner. So, yeah.
Good old Woody Johnson.
Moving on. Kirk Cousins recently agreed to a modified contract, as Field Yates reported. Upside for both sides as the team gets cap flexibility, while Cousins now know he'll be a free agent by March 13 at the least. So,
I think he'll be back.
Kirk, I think, will be back, but I just don't know where. So, yeah.
The Browns.
Absolutely not.
So Broncos DC Vance.
I think he's going to the Cardinals.
Broncos DC Vance Joseph is expected an interview this week for the Raiders, Cardinals, Giants, and Titans. I was honestly gonna agree with this. Bro is an elite coordinator. He should just go the Fangio route. He's rarely work out as a head coach. I agree with that.
Agree.
Vance Joseph, just please keep your job as DC, brother. Just do it. We said this already. Oh, here's a soundbite from Dan Campbell.
Now, we fell short this year, and look, we all acknowledge that. I acknowledge that. It's bitter, you know. It's a bitter taste. I mean, it feels good to win yesterday, but ultimately it's frustrating, you know. But we got nobody to blame but ourselves. But I really don't believe we're that far off. Not good enough. We didn't get in. I mean, we underachieved, so not good. I would give myself a freaking F.
I mean, hey, yeah.
Very honest. Very honest.
Yeah, no one expected the Lions to not be in the playoffs this year.
Yeah, but I'll be perfectly honest. I don't think Dan Campbell should be too hard on himself because, I mean, just like last season, that defense was getting wrecked all season long. And it's very hard to really do anything when you've had the amount of injuries the Lions have had this season. So, honestly, I think Dan did what he could with what he had. And he's right on one thing. It wasn't good enough to get in. But on the other hand, he's still one of the best coaches in the league. So I have no doubt the Lions will bounce back.
We have something here with the Giants and Lou Anarumo. Apparently, this guy says, I will burn everything Giants I own if they hire Anarumo.
Man.
So, just another guy wanting, just another team wanting Anthony Weaver of the Dolphins DC. I just don't understand this. I don't understand this. I don't understand this.
Did we watch the same team?
Oh boy. Dolphins have requested an interview with Chargers assistant GM Chad Alexander for the GM. We actually have an update with that later. Actually, I do have a tweet. Ravens OC Todd Monken has received a request to be interviewed for the Browns head coaching job. Okay. All right. Repeat. Cardinals have put in a request to interview Robert Saleh. Not sure why people want Saleh. I'm not gonna. Whatever. Clint Kubiak has gotten requests to interview for the Giants, Cardinals, Raiders, and Falcons. As RBM said earlier, Clint Kubiak is probably going to be the hottest name in terms of a new head coach, first-time head coach. I think he will most likely get hired whenever the Seahawks are done. So, yeah, there you go. Probably. Browns have requested permission to interview DC at Aiden Durde.
Aiden Durde.
Aiden Durde. Oh, he's the Seahawks DC. Ooh, interesting. Hold on a second.
Yep.
That Seahawks DC is really good. Cardinals have requested to interview Patriots passing game coordinator Thomas Brown. I don't think he's going to leave. Well, why would he do that? Hey, former Cowboys head coach, NBC analyst Jason Garrett is interviewing Friday for the Titans head coaching job.
Red Titans, bro. Red Titans.
I think the Titans should hire the Clapper, bro. It's time.
Oh, bro, it's over. It's over before it started.
Let's see. Panthers EVP Brant Tillis is interviewing for the newly created football president role for the Falcons and blah, blah. Davis Webb.
Whatever.
Raiders request an interview with Broncos quarterback coach Davis Webb. That's an interesting one.
Hey, former QB3 of the Panthers.
Yeah, this could be very interesting. Mike Dissner is also interviewing for that Falcons president of football, but why can't they just hire Matt Ryan already?
It's just gonna be Matt Ryan.
I'm just gonna go ahead and skip all this. Here we go. Here was today. Giants have arranged a head coaching interview next week with Mike McCarthy. Hey,
low key, if they get Packers, Mike McCarthy. Hey, he knows his division.
No, look, remember, Mike McCarthy took a year off after getting fired last season, so...
Yeah.
And here is the report that Kevin Stefanski got, had dinner last night with the Giants. There you go. Mm-hmm. And Matt Nagy interviews with the Raiders and Titans tomorrow, and Cardinals Friday. There you go. There you go. Matt Nagy might actually get a job. Hold on a second. Here's from Diana Rossini. Dolphins have met with several GM candidates, and while conversations about a Miami future that includes Mike McDaniel are taking place, I'm told decision makers have been pushing in interviews to hear candidates' thoughts on a new head coach as well. Ooh, brother. Browns OC Tommy Reese is interviewing Thursday for Cleveland's head coach job. Okay.
That's a surprise. Yeah, I don't know about that one. But...
Don't do that one. Oh, here's another one. Browns have requested interviews Bengals OC Dan Pitcher for their head coaching vacancy.
Boy, the Browns just, I don't know.
Charlie Bullen of DC candidate. Okay, hold on a second. All right. And Mike Kafka has completed an interview for the Giants head coaching job. Hold on a second. Mike Kafka, okay. But I don't think so. Peter Schrager said, a name that keeps coming up that can't be requested yet when HC candidates are being mentioned is Rams OC Mike LaFleur. Hold on a second. But another name with some legit buzz. But the Rams assistant Nate Shielhaas, whatever, who interviews with Jacksonville and Tampa Bay last year for OC jobs a year ago. Hold on a second. Commanders have requested an interview with Raiders DC Patrick Graham for their DC.
Why? What are we doing here? Did we not watch the same team?
Oh my goodness! Everyone wants Anthony Weaver. Another one, Ravens apparently too.
The hell?
Hey, he's a hot name on the market.
Okay.
Clearly, the hell.
Ravens also wanting OC Clint Kubiak as well. Chiefs are moving on from wide receiver coach Connor Embry. And last one was just literally an hour ago. The Dolphins are moving into their second phase of their GM search. Will conduct in-person interviews this week with 4 candidates: Chad Alexander, John Eric Sullivan, Josh Williams, and interim GM Champ Kelly. And that is all the updates in terms of coaches, GMs, and some players over the last 4 days. No joke.
And look, it's this time of year. It's only going to get hotter.
I know. It's crazy. With that being said, let's finally move on to my final power rankings of the year.
Let's see if you can end off with a bang.
I think we'll end off with a bang. Do you guys think? I think so.
Let's see.
All right, number 10. The Bears.
Yeah, the number 10?
Yeah.
I don't know about that one.
Really?
The number 10?
Yes.
Second seed in the NFC at 10?
Yes.
Whoa! Well, you started off hot, boy. What do you have at 9? What do you got at 9?
All right, number 9, the Bills.
I think the Bills should have been at 10.
Whoa!
Yeah, I think Bills should have been
switch
at 10.
that, man. I don't know. The Bears are the 2 seed now. Who do you have at 8?
The Eagles.
Yeah, let's see.
The Eagles?
Hell no.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Come on,
Honestly, I
guys.
guess the Eagles are 8, yeah.
Hold on now.
Come on,
That's
guys.
just not hater in me.
This was his chops.
I think maybe the Bills are actually okay. You know what?
It's argued. It's controversial. You can see both sides.
All right, number 7, 49ers.
Okay, now I feel
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Okay.
I don't know. I think they should be. I think they should be lower.
What?
Actually,
All right,
no.
what
Yeah,
about-
I think 49ers should be at 10, if anything.
Well, what about the Texans
Hell?
at 6? Then?
The Texans at 6?
Texans at 6 is fine. I'm actually okay with that.
Look by 1 or 2, but yeah, that's fine.
All right, number 5, Jacksonville Jaguars.
Okay.
Fine with that too. I'm fine with that.
Fine with that. Yeah,
What?
they've been going strong.
Wait, what?
I just think they should be a bit higher. But I have to see who else you have first.
Okay, number 4, Rams.
Hell no.
What?
I might put Jacksonville above Rams now.
Whoa.
Yeah, what are we doing
I
here?
low key. I can't believe I'm saying that.
What are
low
we
key,
doing here?
Jacksonville has been crushing it in the last couple of weeks.
All right.
I'd have to agree.
All right, 3
Who you got next?
3 Broncos, 2 Patriots, and 1 Seahawks.
Yeah, I'm fine. The top three's fine. Top three's fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, okay.
Yeah.
But I just feel like 49 should be lower. And what's it called?
I think Bears should be
49 is
higher.
lower. Bears should be higher. Eagles should also be a bit lower.
What? This.
I don't know. I'm fine with the Eagles at 8.
I don't know, bruh.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know, bruh.
Yeah, love the power rankings.
okay,
Love
all
the
right.
power rankings.
All
Love
right,
the
come
power
on.
ranking segment. Though.
All
That was
right.
great. That was great.
All right, let's take a look at the 2026 NFL draft order as of right
Let's
now.
go.
We have picks 1 to 18 already finalized. We have the Raiders at picking 1, 2 Jets, 3 Cardinals, 4 Titans, 5 Giants, 6 Browns, 7 Commanders, 8 Saints, 9 Chiefs, 10 Bengals, 11 Dolphins, 12 Cowboys, 13 Rams, 14 Ravens, 15 Bucs, 16 Jets again, 17 Lions, and 18 Minnesota Vikings.
Yep.
There are
Even that-
2 teams that should not be here. And one has a bird in purple, and one has a red banner at 9. I don't think he should be this high.
And don't forget that Rams pick is basically the Falcons pick when they traded
Holy
up,
shit.
or when they traded
Yeah.
up last year for
And-
James Pierce. So yeah,
And 16 is from the Sauce Gardner trade.
yep.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't think we understand how scary a Chiefs team with a high draft pick is. We gotta understand.
I mean, Max, they got Xavier Worthy at 32. At this point, bro, they can get anybody they want.
Have to lock in. They will be back.
But what if the Chiefs trade that 9th pick
Ooh.
and trade
Hold on.
down?
Whoa. I think we need to chill
And in
out.
theory, true.
That's just true.
I think we need to chill out just a little bit. All right, guys. We have to talk about our predictions for Wild Card Weekend.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
Wild
Let's go.
Card Weekend. We are here.
I can't believe we're here, boys.
We are here. The playoffs right here, right now. We have to talk about our predictions for Wild Card Weekend. So let's go ahead and do that, shall we? So
Let's do it.
the first game on the agenda is Rams Panthers. Now, just a heads up, I'm not here with the ESPN stuff because they don't have a pick'em thing for that. So which is why I'm just going to be using this. But excuse me. The first game is Rams Panthers. Who advances to divisional?
I'll go first here. Cam Newton is back on the drum.
Okay.
Right? Cam Newton's back.
No.
We have beaten the Rams once this season.
Nope.
So,
not happening again.
Matthew Stafford, your MVP run is done. Give me Panthers.
Jesus.
I appreciate your fanhood.
I think this is not just me just being fandom. I truly and I don't know if you saw it. It might storm during the game, and I think because of us having more of experience out in the weather, it's our first prime time. It's our first playoff game since 2017. The bank will be rocking. It's sold out. I do think the Rams having Devontae Adams back is a big, huge plus. But their defense has been kind of being a little bit loop-sided recently. If Dave Canales can let go of the playbook a little bit, I think we got a chance. And yes, I'm a fan of the Panthers, but give me them again because we already beaten them. So give me Panthers.
I think personally, as a trend in the NFL, you lose once to a team, you get your get back another time. I think it's the Rams going here, bro.
I agree. I'm also going Rams.
I'm going Rams as well. I think they will
But
turn
for you,
up.
Brandon, I'm root for the Panthers though during the game.
That's
I'm
cool.
realistic.
That's cool.
Realistic though, Rams though.
That's cool. Now I hate how we got into the playoffs, but we're in the playoffs now, so it's go time.
Because I said this earlier in the podcast. I know Brandon wasn't here for it, so I'll say it just for him. If you somehow, some way, beat the Rams again, you are either getting blasted by the Seahawks or my pick for the Niners-Eagles game.
Oh yeah,
from
for sure. I
Vegas.
agree with you. I agree with you. But we'll see what happens. We'll see.
He almost beat the Eagles once. Could do it again.
True.
I'm just gonna say Rams. I'm not convinced with the Panthers. If this was Bucs, it would have been the same thing. Just go Rams.
It would have been the same
I think
thing.
the Rams.
Yep.
I think the Rams got this.
And we are 10-point dogs, 10.5-point dogs, even though we beat them once. So yeah.
The winner of this would face Seattle. Oh, wait.
Yeah. No, it just depends on who's the
lowest seed.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
whoever
lowest
the
seed.
lowest seed out of
Who's
that.
the lowest
Yeah.
seed?
It's a possibility, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The next one up on the agenda is Packers Bears on Prime Video Saturday night.
Jordan Love's back.
Jordan Love is back. This is a rematch. I
don't know about Ruben Doomsday.
This is a rematch of Week 16, which was an amazing game. But I'm gonna go Bears on this one. I'm gonna go Bears on this one.
This is round 3. Now, here's the thing: Jordan Love has playoff experience. He's won a playoff game before.
That is the one thing that makes me want to go Packers, but I think I'll go Bears here.
And he's done it on the road too, right? So that all that in favor. But is Roman Doomsday back, or is he still gone, or is he still out?
He's still questionable.
Yeah.
Oh, that Bears defense, bro. And if they can get it rocking, and if Caleb Williams can get it rolling, I got Bears here too.
For me, right, I'm viewing this as the Commander season last season, so I'm gonna say Bears.
Yep. Ben Johnson has playoff experience, so
true that.
I think it's tough, but I'll go Bears. I'll just go Bears. I think.
I got Bears.
No, Michael Parsons is really selling it for me a little bit.
Yes, there you go.
No
Completely forgot.
Yeah,
and no Tucker Kraft.
Yeah, what's Trayvon Diggs gonna do?
Nothing.
He played 60%. He played 60% of the snaps last week, so they'll definitely play him.
He also got burned in 60% of those.
He did get burned. Yes, he did.
Yeah, give me Bears.
Not on my team anymore.
Give me Bears.
Yep. Going Bears as well. The next game on the agenda in terms of wild card weekend is Sunday, 1 p.m. Bills Jaguars.
I think this should have been the Sunday night game, but that's just my opinion.
This is gonna be. Oh my god, this is actually so tough, dude. Oh my goodness.
That's probably the toss up game, because Trevor Lawrence, right? Remember, they came back 27-0 in a wild card against the Chargers, and they won. So he's won a playoff game before, but this is what people are also saying. This is the easiest Super Bowl Josh Allen can get to. No Mahomes, no Lamar, no Burrow, but now the Bills are on the road.
If Trevor Lawrence,
give me Jags here. I can't believe I'm saying it. Give me Jacksonville.
If Josh Allen loses to Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars, I think it's time to have serious talks about Josh.
Actually, I will say this, Max. I don't think it's on Josh. I will have a very concerning look at Sean McDermott after this.
That's actually very true. Yeah.
Bill's defense has been kind of bad lately.
If McDermott, if the Bills lose this, I actually think McDermott there might be a chance. I don't know.
I don't know he'll get fired after this season, but if they lose, I don't know, man. And remember halfway through this podcast, such as we've done, we said hey, Jacksonville's good, but something's missing. I think they finally found their mojo. Having Myers on their team now just elevated this offense out of nowhere with no Travis Hunter. And their defense has been getting better and better every week, which is just good to me. And Trevor Lawrence has been just doing great. So give me Jacksonville here.
I think Jacoby Myers was that missing piece.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah, they kind of needed that other wide receiver.
Also, yeah. I think we all failed to mention this is a rematch of the 2017 wild card game between these
It
two.
is.
Which was
It
really
is.
bad. Really bad.
Yep.
Yeah, that was bad. That was a horrible game, but give me Jacksonville.
And,
Give me Jacksonville here.
Oh my God.
Remember what Max said earlier about get backs? I think Bill's gonna get their get back for that 2017 wild card game. So I'm going Bills.
I don't know.
That's a long time ago, though. I'm going.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but there's going to be serious talks in Buffalo after this season. Go Jacksonville, bro. I think Jacksonville takes this.
Yo,
Oh
go
my
Jacksonville.
goodness. This
You know what?
actually,
Wow.
I'm actually throwing up in my mouth. I can't believe this. Dude.
Wow, Liam Cohen has turned this team around.
I
It's
can't
crazy.
believe I'm saying Jacksonville.
Remember, like the first 4 weeks, like people are like, "Oh, Trevor, Liam Cohen, they're off pace," and they went 13-4.
Oh my God.
Like, it's crazy, man.
I actually can't believe I'm saying Jacksonville, dude. Oh my God, I'm gonna feel so bad for Josh Allen, bro. I'm gonna feel so bad. Oh my goodness.
Oh man, I give you Jacksonville. Yep.
I'm the only one picking the Bills. Crazy.
I can't believe it's saying yeah.
Honestly, I
probably
think
be right.
Josh Allen turns back into a fire god and
Look.
just says, "You know what? No Mahomes,
Look.
no Lamar, no Burrow. I got this."
Look, honestly, I can also see the Bills winning this, but this is why it's such a toss-up. But the Jacksonville Jaguars are really red hot right now, man. I don't
Do we
think you can stop
forget?
'em.
Do we forget who's the kicker of the Jaguars?
Cam Little, man.
That man made
a kick
that man
from
made
80
2
yards away if he
NFL
wanted
record
to.
field goals in 1 season. Give me Jacksonville, bro. It's over.
And we also think about that Bills running defense, bro. Travis Etienne's been doing pretty good.
Oh,
I don't know,
yes.
man.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
he's
Oh, it's so
gonna
sus.
go crazy.
Oh, it's so sus.
That's
Oh,
the
it's so
selling piece
sus.
next.
It's so
Yeah, give me
sus.
Jackson. You know what? What's the next game, bro? Jacksonville's moving on.
All right. Next game is Fox on 4:30 p.m. It's Niners-Eagles.
I hate both of these teams.
I hate one a little bit more.
So obviously Eagles got experience, right? Super Bowls over the last couple of years. It's just this Niners team, right? You would think their season was over with Fred Warner and Nick Bosa out, but that actually kind of elevated themselves, right? Ooh, this is also kind of a toss-up now I think about it.
How are we thinking about the Eagles defense right now?
I think they're
it's gonna help
capable.
them win the game.
I think they're capable of stopping. I think McCaffrey will be fine. It's just the pass offense of the Niners that's kind of concerning me, low key. Because Pearsall and Trent Williams didn't practice today.
They did not know.
Ooh.
I'm going Eagles.
Man.
I don't know, dude. I
might have to say Eagles too.
I'm going to underrate the Niners here because, granted, they are injured. So it's like, it's not like I'm not picking. I'm picking the
and
Eagles.
Lane Johnson's back, by the way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
Damn.
I think the Eagles will take this one. I wouldn't be surprised if the Niners won it, though. It's just I am a little bit concerned with their injuries. But if I did have to go ahead and take a pick, I think Eagles go.
Now Jake Elliott's gonna have to lock in because he's been missing lately.
Yeah,
I hope he
It's
doesn't.
fine. I think the Eagles will push their way into the next round. So.
Oh yeah, I got Eagles. I don't want to say it, but I don't like it. But I got Eagles too.
Now, if the Niners do win, though, if the Niners win, though, I think the Niners go on a deep run.
Yeah,
I can see
it
that.
Might be a
happening.
rematch between. It might be a rematch between Seattle and Niners if the Packers lose.
It could be. It very well could be. But for right now, I'm gonna say Eagles.
Me too. Give me Eagles.
As a fan, I want the Niners.
Me too.
But realistically,
I
I think the Eagles win it.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to Sunday Night Football. Chargers Patriots. Now, I think you can make a case for the Chargers in some capacity because that offensive line has been shit, yet Herbert has been playing really well. But unfortunately, I'm picking the Patriots.
Patriots are just so strong on both sides
I
of the
think
ball.
this is a
Patriots are stronger on both
win.
sides of the ball. Yeah, I think this one's not as of a toss up. Yeah, give me Patriots. I'm surprised this
But-
one's a Sunday night game, but you know,
Realistically, in my brain, I do see Chargers winning.
this will be John Harbaugh's first time back in the playoffs since he left.
Here, look. Actually, Max, can you explain your thought process with the Chargers potentially winning here? And I'm only asking because if I'm being honest, I just see the Patriots winning this all the way for some reason.
I see them too, but it's really tough to say.
Also, keep in mind, O'Marion Hampton's going to be out.
What?
Oh, damn.
So it's gonna be vital.
Oh
It's
boy.
gonna be Vidal,
Okay.
yeah.
So
Vidal, yeah. Oh boy, I didn't know he was gonna be out. That changes a lot.
this would be a very. I actually think, like, out of every single matchup here, this might be a little bit more lopsided. But if the Chargers do this on the road with a terrible offensive line,
Patriots can't lose this game, in my opinion. They can't lose it. You're at home.
Everything they're
14
gonna
and
say is
3.
gonna be true.
Oh boy. Yeah, give
They
me
just got
Patriots.
there with an easy schedule. If they lose to the Chargers, then
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
the
Yeah,
Chargers'
yeah, yeah,
defense is still really good, though.
Yeah, Chargers have a young, good defense. Their defense is young.
the
and
Chargers
they got
defense is good. Even with the hurt O line, Herbert's still playing well, and the Patriots defense, while good, it ain't like top tier. You know.
Yeah, this would have been a perfect time to have both.
Like that's why
Joe-
it's like
Yep.
in my brain, I really feel like there's still a possibility that the Chargers can do this.
This would have been a perfect time to have both Joe Alt and Rashawn Slater back.
Oh
Yeah, if they had Joe and Rashawn Slater, it'd be over. I'd take Chargers.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I also have to take New England.
Give me New England. Yep.
If the Chargers
by a
pull this
field.
one out, though,
If the Chargers pull this out, the Patriots are probably going to be the most fraudulent 14-3 team since the 24 Vikings.
Everybody's going to laugh.
Yep.
actually,
And Laura will be right there.
Actually, I have a question. Herbert has not won a playoff game.
Yeah, but
And this
Will
is
it even itself out with this game?
no.
No.
No, because when you get blown out 27-0 and then lose, I think that itself just was like, nah.
Look, man. Look. Yeah, I'll just go Patriots. Dude. I hate it. Sorry, Chargers.
Yeah, just go Patriots. Just go Patriots, bro.
Like, the way the Chargers are constructed now, I just have no faith in the Chargers.
All right, let's hurry this up now. Monday Night Football. Texans, Steelers.
I see a lot of Texans fans say, this is the first. A lot of Texans fans say, oh, this is the first playoff game where it's not Saturday at 3:30 Central Time.
Correct.
So
this
was also a toss-up, low-key.
No, it's not.
You don't think so? You think
Nope.
you think Texans might just run away with this?
There is a reason a lot of Texans fans are very happy about this matchup. And I personally believe them. I'm going Texans by a landslide.
Landslide.
Wow.
Overconfidence.
I mean, I know that I do. I also agree. I do take the Texans as well. But here's the thing: DK Metcalf's back, but then again, the Texans that's not going to phase their
Stingley's probably going
defense.
to lock him up. So
Yeah, that's not going to phase their defense.
Roland Wilson's still going to be out.
the
so he's there
Texans-
without wide receiver too.
The Texans defense is the best defense in the NFL right now.
That's true.
So if you shut down and pressure Rodgers and you shut down Metcalf and everything there, oh boy, it's going to be really tough.
And Darnell Washington is gone for the season.
Correct.
So I guess
I'm going Texans.
Yeah.
Going Texans.
The only issue for the Texans is stopping Freiermuth.
Oh,
if they stop Freiermuth, they win this game by quite a bit.
Al Shire might be
oh my god
covering them for the most part.
Yeah. But
Definitely gonna be a
another
defensive
thing
ass
that
game,
the
though.
Texans need to do is they need to lock in on offense because that Steelers defense is no joke in its own
Yeah,
right.
if their offense is moving, they'll be fine.
Yeah, if their offense is moving like even at a brisk pace, Texans should run away with this.
Right, I agree.
Steelers.
Ooh.
Oh,
Really?
And it's at Steelers.
Why is that?
Go ahead and explain.
Well, it goes into my Super Bowl prediction, but the reason why I'm going Steelers is because I as much as I don't like Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs, he has that I feel like he still has that playoff experience, and
Yeah, that's true.
regardless of the adversary he has to face with his guys potentially just being outmatched by that defense.
That's true.
That secondary can't stop everybody, because
Yeah.
they still have Gainwell and Warren. So
Warren.
like they
Yeah.
have two running backs to account for. And I like the fact that Gainwell's been getting more play time.
More touches. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's valid. That's valid. Yeah, that's screaming valid.
Okay. Oh, that's a good reason, Emmett. Okay.
Mike Thomas still has a job.
So if it was to go off of my predictions and whatnot, next week's divisional round would feature Jaguars, Patriots, Texans, Broncos, Eagles, Bears, and Rams, Seahawks.
Oh.
Holy fuck. Oh, gee.
That Jags Patriots game might be the best one. Look, I think that actually, but the Rams Seahawks had a great shit, bro.
And Bears beat the Eagles before.
Yeah. The Bears did beat the Eagles. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And in Texans Broncos, you probably got the two best defenses in the league.
All right. So, obviously, this episode has gone on a long time here, but I would like to go on ahead and end this episode now with not the predictions for Wildcard Weekend, but I asked everyone to think about their specific Super Bowl matchup prediction. So, to start off, my Super Bowl prediction out of the 14 teams that we have here now, I see on the NFC side, I see a very, very loud stadium in Seattle, Washington. I see Seattle inching their way against, well, it can't be the Rams, so it would have to either be the Chicago Bears or the Eagles. So, in this instance, no matter what, I hear the 12s going all the way to San Francisco, and I think the Seahawks go in the NFC. They win the NFC. They're going to the Super Bowl. I'm not going to say if they win it, because the team that they face in the AFC is going to be a team from Houston,
Obviously.
Texas, where I think the
Bruh.
Texans can make a run all the way to the AFC Championship game. And in this instance, right, Texans would have to go to Denver, right? They would have to go to Denver. Let's say, for example, I think the Patriots could win. They go into New England and they upset everybody.
What, bro?
The Texans, Seahawks, Super Bowl 60, bitch. Let's go.
That sounds so fire. But so
That is
defensive. Holy fuck.
So that is whoa.
Now that is my pick, but if I had to go with a second one, I would obviously go Rams, Bills, but that's it though. I'm going Texans, Seahawks though for my Super Bowl prediction. Who would like to go next?
I'll go next. I think this. Ooh, boy, I've been thinking about this a lot, and I'm gonna just say this. I think we're gonna have a Super Bowl rematch.
Uh-oh.
I truly think we're gonna have a Super Bowl rematch. A Super Bowl 49.
Oh no! No!
I think we're gonna have a Super Bowl 49 rematch with the Seahawks and the Patriots. And I think the Seahawks are gonna lose to Drake May, and he's gonna get the championship.
No!
Mike
Oh hell
Vrabel.
no! Oh
Patriots
hell
are gonna
no!
be back.
Oh
A
hell
new
no!
dynasty has
Oh
started.
hell no!
I
Oh
think
hell
that's
no!
what's gonna happen. It's gonna end off a one. It's gonna be a last-second field goal.
Nope.
Patriots win it.
Nope. Nope.
That's my prediction.
I
Nope.
like the way you think, pal.
Thank you.
Nope.
Nah. I guess I'll go next. Who do I think's going to the Super Bowl? I thought for hours, not just hours. I thought for days about this. And I've come up with a bunch of different scenarios. But I keep coming back to these two teams. Let me start with the NFC real quick. I think the NFC, I look at all the teams in the NFC, it is so wide open. You can make a case for every single team except for the Packers and Panthers.
Okay.
You obviously the strongest case is Seattle. But there's also a case for the Eagles, the Bears, Rams, and Niners. But my mind keeps going. Winning the NFC, I'm going Seattle.
Okay.
Now, obviously, I know it's the popular pick. I know everybody's thinking, oh, Seattle's got,
They're
number
just so
2
good.
defense in the league. And,
They're so good.
JSN, Charbonnet, Kenneth Walker, JSN,
AJ
Sam
Barner.
Darnold, AJ Barner, Sam Darnold having a career year. And I believe it. So I'm going to go Seattle to win the NFC. However, the AFC. Oh, the AFC. To me, the AFC has been the weakest it's been in years.
Whoa.
Let me cook.
No, I think he's right.
Because I only see 2 viable teams coming out of the AFC. Though that being the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills.
Oh.
Now, granted,
Oh.
the Jaguars have been hot. But there's a thing that they say about supernovas. They either burn everything in sight or they burn themselves. Unfortunately, the reason I picked the Bills to beat the Jags round 1 is because I think Jacksonville is going to burn themselves.
Damn. Oh.
Because I honestly think it's going to be Bills-Texans in the AFC Championship game.
That'll be a fire matchup, Loki.
That would be very nice.
That'll be really nice.
Now, there's one Achilles heel that we've talked about all season long with the Houston Texans, and it's that offensive line. Not giving CJ Stroud a whole lot of protection, and they're having to rely solely on the best defense in the NFL. That defense can only get you so far.
Oh.
What? Defense don't win championships?
Oh, I'm not saying that. Defense does win championships. But that defense can sometimes be broken. Keep in mind, this elite Texans defense gave up 30 points to Riley Leonard.
They did.
The Indianapolis Colts.
They did. They did.
In the playoffs, you cannot do that. Because a team like the Bills are going to take advantage of it.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Which is why my Super Bowl pick is going to be Seattle and Buffalo.
Oh, that's nice.
That'll be nice.
That's nice.
Good game.
That'd be nice.
Hey, we said this is going to be Josh Allen's one and only shot. I think he takes it. And I think the
I would
Buffalo
hope
Bills.
so.
And I think the Buffalo Bills eke out their first ever Super Bowl victory.
Hey, I like the way you think.
All right, Emmett. Your last.
Oh boy. So, I think coming out of the NFC, for the championship game, I see the Rams being one of them.
Okay.
And I would think, Rams. I want to say, ooh, that's rough. Because
It is.
Or
I
who do you
definitely-
see at least winning the NFC then?
I want to say the Rams winning the NFC.
Okay.
And then coming out of the AFC, like everyone said, it's rough, with how the AFC's been lately. But I would think, now this may be a bold, very bold thing, but I'm going to take the Steelers coming out of the AFC.
Whoa!
And I want to see Aaron Rodgers versus Matthew Stafford in the Super Bowl.
Bro, that would be the
That actually would kind of be kind of fun. Actually, I can't even lie.
I would pay to see that, low key.
Wait a
That'd be pretty cool,
second.
actually.
Wait a second.
Now, who would win? Who would win the Young Super Bowl though?
That Super Bowl? Whew.
Oh, boy.
Honestly, I give the edge. I would honestly give the edge to the Rams, just because they have a very young defense, and and still giving credit to the Steelers with their defense hanging on with, having that veteran presence both in the secondary and in the front four with Hayward and JJ Watt coming back.
Oh, TJ Watt?
Or TJ Watt. Why did I say JJ Watt? Damn. I'm getting old.
I will say, if either of those QBs were to win, they would retire. They would retire on the spot.
Steelers. Wow. All right, so.
Wait, I haven't said mine.
Oh, right, Max, go. Sorry.
It's okay.
That's the last. What you got?
All right, bro. Lock in, bro. Lock in.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'll go with my realistic one first.
Okay.
Because it's the one I like the least.
Okay.
Realistic. I see coming out of the NFC side, and it pains me to say this. It burns actually. The Philadelphia Eagles.
No.
We don't want to see that, but we get it.
I don't want to see it either.
No.
But and I think who they see in that bowl is the Broncos. I think Broncos, Eagles might be that Super Bowl. But wait a minute.
I was gonna say go ahead.
Second choice though.
I was gonna say make a case for each one.
But who would win that Super Bowl though? That would have come down to it.
As a hater, the Broncos.
I think the Broncos would take that one, honestly.
I think the Broncos would take it regardless.
But wait. It's another Super Bowl I see.
Uh-huh.
And it's also a Super Bowl rematch.
Okay.
God.
I think it's a Super Bowl rematch of Super Bowl 48.
Oh, Patriots Rams?
No.
I think
48.
Oh, no.
I think it'd be Broncos Seahawks too.
Broncos Seahawks, that's what I meant to say. Man.
I think that's a genuine matchup. I think we could see. And just to throw one out there, Patriots Packers. Something about it.
The Packers.
Hey man, Patriots Packers, man.
No Michael
Something
Parsons.
about it. Michael Parsons, they were doing fine without him before he got there, bro. I think it's possible. But I'd prefer to see Broncos Seahawks. Oh, and another one, Jaguar Seahawks as well.
That'd be bigger. I would love to see that one. I'd love to see that one.
Yo.
I'd love to see that one. I love how we had all
Okay.
different picks. That's great.
Yeah,
We had
that's
all
good.
different
See,
picks.
that's the
great.
greatest thing about this playoff bracket. This is the most open it's been. Like,
In a while.
for
It's
real.
so good.
So to recap, if I remember correctly, for me, it was Seahawks Texans. Okay. It was Seahawks Texans. Brandon, can you remind me of yours?
Rematch of Super Bowl 49.
49.
Seahawks, Patriots.
Yeah, Seahawks Patriots for Brandon. For RBM, it was Bills
Seahawks.
Bills Seahawks. Okay. All right. For Emmett, it was Steelers
and
Rams. Okay.
Sounds so crazy, but so gross at the same time.
And then Max with Broncos Seahawks. Wow. I will say though, I didn't mention
I
it.
thought you said Broncos. I thought you said Broncos Eagles.
That was my first one, but I really like the Broncos Eagles.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I didn't say who was going to be the win for me for my Texans Seahawks, but I do think the Seahawks won that one, actually.
I gotcha.
So, but yeah, that's only a prediction. You know, these are all predictions. But who knows? Like, legitimately, this is the most open the playoffs have been in a while. And the fact that we all had different matchups in any sort of capacity is kind of crazy. But this, there you go. You know, there you go.
We're all gonna say this and just see Bears Chargers.
No way. No way.
That was one of the most random Super Bowls of all time.
It's possible.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm just more up in arms with Emmett's Steelers pick. I was like, "Whoa, that Steelers Rams."
Hey, they're in the playoffs. They're in the playoffs. Remember the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with Tom Brady. They started off as a wild card team.
That is kind of cool. I wouldn't mind seeing that actually.
I wouldn't mind that at all either. Hold on a second, but if the Steelers win it, they would face.
They face the Broncos.
They would face the Broncos.
That would be a very tough task, right? I mean,
I'm not gonna lie. I'll be real with you. I think they could beat them.
Hey, anything can happen in the NFL, man.
Which is why we love this sport so much. Which is also why this will be the end of this big episode of episode 17 of Talkin Football with Larlar. I want to appreciate everyone who has came through and watched and listened and everything. This was a big ass episode, so we will try and put this up as soon as possible tomorrow. I just want to say thank you guys so much for listening. Let us know who your Super Bowl matchup will be in the future, because whether we like it or not, we only got a month of the season left. So, yeah.
Let's cherish it.
We will have updates on the future of the podcast over the off season later. But yeah, let us know what your Super Bowl matchup is looking like. And yeah, we will see you guys in the next episode, where we will be talking about more coach updates, more GM updates, more player updates, and of course, the results from Wild Card Weekend. So we will see you guys then. Peace, peace, peace.
Bye-bye.
Keep pounding.
Hey, yo.